Welcome to Game Changer Weekly. John, how are you doing this Tuesday evening?
Dude, I'm doing really good. I'm kind of amped up, ready to roll. We have two special guests tonight. So, just fucking excited. I got so many things going on in my head. Words aren't spilling out right now. So I'm going to throw it back to you. How you doing, man?
Good. I'm the same way. I'm excited. Yeah, this is the first time we've had people on Game Changer Weekly and even our own podcast. First time we've had guests on and gonna have some fun times, fun discussions. And yeah, MLJ, voice of GCW, and Sam Stackhouse is joining us later on in the show. And yeah, it's gonna be fun to pick their brains and find out what's going on in their GCW heads.
Yeah, what's going on right now is we are just waiting for Emil to come in first. And then right around the ending of the second hour or the first hour, I'm sorry, then we're going to have Sam come in. Then basically it's just all four of us together just talking. I did want to try to maybe figure out what to say when it came to Brant and I over here at Game Changer Weekly when it comes to things like guests or interviews, because we had to put a little thought into it. And I just wanted to kind of say something about our guests and interviews, and I wrote it down. So I just kind of want to share it so people understand. I put in here that wrestlers hope to get 20 to 30 minutes of stage time each weekend. In 1 week, that leaves 6 days, 23 hours, and 30 minutes they're not performing. So tonight, I want to use our podcast to focus on that personal time so we can get a better understanding and respect for the individual behind the performances. We're going to help new fans get caught up, and then we're going to dive a little deeper for the established fans. So that's what I really wanted to open the show with, and I felt, Brant, you'd pretty much agree to. We're just going to give them a respect of what they need to say, and gosh, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I just wanted to get that out of the way first. I didn't know if there was anything else you wanted to add to it. All right, then you want to go right into the news?
I can think of. I know it's gonna be fun. Seeing those two personalities on here. It is, guys. You said it's gonna be fun. Like I said, I like picking brains. I got some questions to ask, and like hear the responses to. Like MLJ, like the Twitter Spaces were key for me. I used to go on there all the time. Every time he would hop on pretty much any Twitter space, I saw him speak, and I hopped in just to hear what he had to say. A lot of it was always wrestling, but even some of his music takes and just hearing Emil talk is always fun and joyful. So now being able to talk to him kind of face to face on this platform is going to be very fun. I'm excited and looking forward to it.
All right, so for our first bit of news, I have the announcement for Tournament of Survival 9 and Cage of Survival. They'll go down on June 1st and 2nd at the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Tickets will go on sale Friday, March 22nd at 10 a.m. If you're a Patreon member, sales will start on Thursday, March 21st. Times for that are to be announced. On to our second bit of news here. The WWE and GCW are working together to bring Shayna Baszler to Josh Barnett's Bloodsport to fight against Masha Slamovich. This will be her debut, and there are reports that multiple names will be announced later. All eyes are on GCW, and I really hope we take advantage of this opportunity. Do you want to stop right there?
Oh, that's a lot to talk about there, man. I've been saying this. I think we even talked about this early on in the podcast. If not, this is something I always felt since I started watching independent wrestling, especially like GCW. I always thought it would be good. Obviously, now that Vince isn't in charge, but and I knew it was never going to happen. But I always thought like people like the NXT that aren't being used should be kind of floating and working on the indies and gaining that experience and learning all these new styles and stuff that other than what they kind of learn into the PC center, they're just learning one ways. And I think a big thing for independent wrestling and just wrestlers in general is like learning all the different styles, getting out there, wrestling in front of 10 people, getting that TV time. And you get a lot more chances working in front of live audience, obviously with GCW, especially that hot crowd. They're gonna really make a lot. I think those, if they ever like were to wrestle on the independent scene, I think that would help out too, like their attitudes and some like the expectations on what's expected. Because now they just go through the PC, they all learn one way, and then boom, they're in NXT, and then we see like the same matches, same styles, and then just like different signatures, different finishers. Then that's it. I'm really hoping that this does lead to maybe just outside of Bloodsport, possibly future GCW shows or even other independent companies have having talent come in, try and get new experience and exposure. Because I think as independent fans, we obviously looking forward to and excited. But just to even get one name for Bloodsport, you saw all the GCW fans and how excited we are. So I think we are starting for some bigger names from WWE and NXT, and I think that would bring a lot of good things to just wrestling in general.
Sweet. Well, I already see chats rolling. We got a lot going on right now. John Wolf Tanahashi, hello. The Bizzard, hell yeah. He said, what's up, boys? Lee Jane Marie McGrogan, hello. Gosh, there's a lot going on. Curios and Milk. Emil made me realize I want to be a ring announcer. Can't wait to hear him speak. Yeah, it's going to be lovely. I'm actually talking with Emil right now. He's getting all his stuff together. So don't think this is going to be he's coming on. And then we, do a raw thing where we have him show up at the last 5 minutes right before credits roll. None of that whatsoever. Future Joey also GCW doing big things Mania weekend. There's a lot going on there. I'm really looking forward to those other announcements. Do you have any guesses as to who they might be?
I would, if I had to put money on it, and I know it's not a big name, it's not going to be a big needle mover, but I think fans of Bloodsport and fans of this like kind of MMA / shoot fight, I wouldn't see Drew Gulak. I think Drew Gulak would be amazing there. I think he would have him and Alex Coughlin was the one matchup. I was like, oh my God, when I heard Shayna was announced, I said, give me Gulak, give me Coughlin against whoever they decide to bring down from WWE or NXT, whoever shows up, because that would be Coughlin would just be an awesome person to go against in Bloodsport, especially with that kind of big name. Future Joey, that was the other name I was going to say, Karrion Kross, since he has history with Bloodsport. I thought that would be a good one too. That's a possibility. I'm just thinking of the kind of names they're not really using, but Baszler's a huge giant name, so who knows? I'm excited to see what we could possibly get here. Emil is here.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, get him in here somehow. Aquarius and Milk too. Gunther or Chad Gable would be great at Bloodsport. Both. I would take them without a heartbeat. There'd be no crying whatsoever if both of those names showed up at Bloodsport. Holy crap! Who else we got? Charlie Dempsey seems like the
other one I was thinking of. If other than Gulak. All right, we're going to bring the voice of GCW, Mr. Emil J, into the chat, and I would like to hear who he thinks or who he would love to see in Bloodsport this year, possibly. Emil, let me get you on here real fast and change this. We are moving on the fly, and there we go. I think you're on, Emil. Emil, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, cool. I never know if I'm automatically muted or what coming onto these. But what's
man, up, we're doing good. You sound beautiful tonight.
Yep. Sound good, and we're excited to have you on. Thank you for spending some time with us here on Game Changer Weekly.
Yes, thank you for having me. Sorry I'm late. The trip to the store took way too long. Wawa, it's closed tonight for, I guess they're doing renovation, so I had to hop over the bridge, and that's made
it. They were closed down to listen to us tonight. We'd actually talked to them earlier. Yeah, it was your local Wawas. Yeah, we fucking did it. We closed them down.
Yeah.
So what we were just talking about before you came on was that we have this now crossover going on with Shayna Baszler over to Bloodsport, and I haven't touched on it yet too much because it's more GCW, but we have this Renaissance era, quote unquote, going on with Triple H right now. So time will kind of tell how much crossover we'll have. There's going to be a lot of protection of quite a few of their performers, but who would you like to see come over, Emil?
To Bloodsport?
To Bloodsport, yes, sir.
Let's see.
Do you want to hear some of the people, what they've said so far?
Nah, too much time is like I can't think of anybody funny. R-Truth? No. No. Honestly, R-Truth showing up like for the clusterfuck, would be hilarious.
I got my fingers hoped if magic can happen. That's one thing I'm hoping for.
That would be hilarious. But real answer, Drew Gulak, without a doubt. That's my guy. That Bloodsport is like custom made for pretty much the way he wrestles. So yeah, it's my pick. I heard you guys like right when I was like waiting to come in. I think I heard Charlie Dempsey,
Yes.
Gunther, Gable,
Cross. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
Who
see. I would
else?
like to see Drew Gulak and Coughlin. What's your thoughts on that matchup in Bloodsport?
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Sign me up. I want to see. I would love to see Gulak and like John Gresham like tear it up because it's like old school CZW but on a totally different playing field.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah.
Do you want me to hit these last two pieces of news real quick before we jump on to running down on Emil a little bit here? What do you think, Brant? Finish it up?
Yeah, finish up real fast, and we'll hit Emil with the hard-hitting questions that we always have.
Oh,
sweet. All right. I'll go with the bad news first, then the good news. Bad news, there's going to be no show in Las Vegas during Double or Nothing weekend. I am 100% sure they tried their best, and it was not their fault. I consider that more of a local problem. We'll see what happens there, but I know that GCW and Lauderdale always try to deliver. So fingers crossed, maybe something later on in the year. That doesn't mean I'm making some crazy, I don't know anything. I'm just a fan hoping that we see something later on in the year. The last one, Blue Cane was announced for JJSB. So I'm very happy about that one.
That's crazy.
That's my news. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, like Cardona, Blue Cane match that might be 11 years in the making or something, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or is it even longer than that? When did he push him off of the deal?
Dude,
was that 2011, 20? It's kind of a blur.
Dude, 20 years feels like 5 to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Somebody's.
Because what was he doing? Was he like dating Eve Torres or something on the show? Like,
wow.
Like John Cena was involved and Kane pushed him off the. I don't know. It's kind of cloudy. If I was Jordan Castle, you'd be able to have the entire encyclopedia come out of the mouth because that's the.
You got it right, Emil. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know details. I just know that those are like the main things. I bet you Jordan Castle could tell you like when exactly everything happened and what color clothes they were all wearing. Because that's the garbage era WWF that he grew up on and worships. It's trash. It's not 1995 WWF, I'll tell you that. What's up?
Oh, no, hell no.
I'm fired up right now.
I was going to say.
Riding my ass on the way home, and I didn't like it.
Oh, no, dude. Fire J Media. He's fired up, too. He just said, can you tell Emil I miss him dearly? So if you want to give him some love.
Oh, that dude is the best. Ivan rules.
Isn't he?
He makes good videos. He makes us look even cooler than we already are. So, congratulations is not the word.
Right.
Yeah, congratulations, dude. You make cool stuff.
Well, he works his ass off. We were really pushing over here for the last year or so to go, look, we need more of these because it makes everything look way more important. It makes the performers look way cooler too.
And they like play like those little videos they play during the shows and stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like in between matches.
Yeah, love them.
Like I don't know because I'm never watching the show. I'm just. You know what I mean? But like they play like little like vignette style, I guess.
And they're perfect catch-ups. We've been saying it. Like as John said, he's been asking for something since we started the podcast. And like, yeah, we've been asking for it. And like how you guys have implemented it, and especially as it's Ivan's videos, and it's been awesome. They've been fitting perfectly, and it gets fans like quickly updated. Like if they miss shows, they're right there into the next match, and it's been perfect and awesome. Nice little detail that GCW's done as of late.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that is like you would think like the fans might get restless like while they're because like not every venue we're at like has a video screen, so like sometimes it's just like nothing. Like for like 90 seconds, 2 minutes or whatever. But like nobody ever gets like shitty about it. You know,
No, you guys are usually cleaning the ring and then getting ready for the next match. You're hopping in there, getting ready. It's been like perfect like timing on, I think, on screen. But then even as we go to LA shows, we know exactly what you're saying. Like, yeah, there might be that 2 minutes in between the matches, but it's the video playing on live screen. But for us in person, like you guys are just in and out and ready for the next match. It's been like nothing to complain about, in my opinion.
Yeah, it works out quite well. Like I just know, like, damn near, like it was like 20 years ago when I was going to like shows in Philly as a fan. Like they would be heckling like crazy, like,
oh yeah,
you know, let's get on with the show, and they would probably like call me a slur or something, you know, because it would be 2003 or 2004 or whatever. I don't know.
So
but
it sounds kind of crazy, but at LA, that was hard to actually say at this late at night.
Yeah.
At LA, that 2 minute, 3 minute little break there is kind of nice because the LA fans are so fucking passionate. By like match 4 or 5, they need a breather, and those 2-3 minute breaks in between matches really does it. So I mean, it is appreciated.
That's true.
Yeah, man, because you're screaming your head off for 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 minutes, dude. It's like, damn.
He goes back on commentary and does it all over again.
Yeah, no shit, right? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got some questions for Emil. Do you want me to run through those with you real quick? They're kind of basic to get people to kind of know you and go from there. What do you think?
Whatever you guys want to do is fine with me. Let's go.
All right. So for the newbies, Emil J from Atlantic City, New Jersey, known as the voice of GCW. As far as I can count, he's had around 200 career announcing jobs. More than half of those were for shows at GCW. Emil's a fan of wrestling to the bone. He loves studying, dissecting, and analyzing wrestling. His match watch list for 1 month can make an average fan go, damn. Battle rapper, lyricist, future Hall of Famer, Emil J. There, I just had to get that out real quick.
Yeah, like thank you. But it's like it's way more than 200. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's very low because like there's been like over like 100 dojo wars that I booked.
Whoa.
You know, like
yeah, CCW, so, yeah.
Yeah, so I like that's like 100 right off the rip, like easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have done a lot of things, and I say and do a lot of things, mostly verbally. That seems to be my forte.
Yeah.
What with the battling and the announcing and the commentating, seems to be a good mix of things to do. But yeah, I love the pro wrestling, greatest sport in the world. I watch a lot of it. Too much of it, probably. But
it's good for you.
Yeah, it's part of this complete breakfast.
So what flavor of wrestling are you into right now?
Ooh, good question. For those who know about the Fish and Chips Patreon, like that's a great place. If you guys want to know about that, hit me up. Like later, I can't like really publicize it, but it's a great treasure trove of 80s and 90s, early 2000s WWF WCW footage.
Hell yeah.
Like that stuff. So I really like to keep up to date with every batch of that gets put out. Beyond that, what kind of I just watched like a 0-1 show from like 2001 the other day because I just realized like, hey, I don't think I ever watched a whole 0-1 show.
I haven't heard that company in years.
Right, and I was just like clicking around on YouTube and I found one. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this, and it was awesome. What else? Like I'm trying to I try to keep it as diverse as possible so I don't get too bored with any one time period, setting, promotion, wrestler, whatever. I need to watch more Sabu and more Tenryu.
Good choice on Sabu.
Tenryu, yeah.
This is just stream of consciousness stuff right now. What else? Like I want to go back and watch some like 2002 IWA Mid-South a lot.
The Wild West at that time, for sure.
Yeah, I feel that phase coming in my bones. You know, sometimes like I could feel these desires. Like, ooh, I feel like I'm gonna be in the 2004 Ring of Honor really soon. You know, which I went through that phase a little bit ago.
I'm thinking about an 03 PWG phase for myself. I really haven't went back in a while.
Yeah, when you can hear Excalibur and Disco Machine do commentary in what sounds like an airplane hangar, like tin cans.
I do have to admit, your professional wrestling that you've watched that you post on Twitter, I save it to my notes app, and I like whenever I got nothing to watch, I do check out all those matches, and then that just gets me into further rabbit holes checking out the rest of those matches. Man. I couldn't tell you how many hours I've wasted just watching, not wasted, but like watching wrestling and like people I've never heard of, because I got a couple of your DVDs that you sell at the shows, but I also, like I said, I watch all those professional wrestling, and it's just been awesome. Kind of, as you said, that's one thing I like, how you switch it up. Like there's not just like one thing. Like it's kind of like you're watching this awesome lucha, you're watching this old school death match. Like you're all over the place, and I love it because that's how I am as a wrestling fan. And that's what we always say that GCW kind of always does. They hit throughout each show different, whatever you are into matches. Like that's what we always watch, and like those lists that you put out are just awesome. And I wanted to thank you for that because you've got me into a lot more names that I've never heard of before and learned a lot more of.
Hell yeah, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. That's like the whole point, like just to get like names out there. Like I guess they are match suggestions in a way. Like I'm not really saying like, hey, you should watch these. I'm just saying, hey, I watched these matches and I had a good time doing it. So you know, like if you want to watch them, cool. But yeah, like people do check it out, like either through the list or through the DVDs, like mix packs that I sell. Like, yeah, that's what it's all about, to like open people's eyes up to potential new wrestlers, new promotions, new styles. And then from there, it's like, oh, I never heard of, for example, Kazunari Murakami, but oh my God, he's such a ruthless asshole shit kicker. I want to see more Murakami. And then you just hit Murakami into the YouTube, and then you just go down the rabbit hole. That's just like one guy, for example, because like, dude, he was such a motherfucker in that match I watched the other day. Damn, it was awesome.
So I don't know how many people know, but you're known for your Nick Gage entrance. No shit. Most don't know you coined the term. It's MDK all fucking day. Can you tell the fans any details about that day and how that went down?
Oh, that was a very good day. That was a day that kind of changed my life in wrestling. By the way.
Yeah. I had to ask about it because it was such an important day. And I know that was the one that really turned a lot of things on their head for Gage, for you, and for the fans.
Well, okay. So here's, I'll give you the whole kind of like unabridged story, because like one thing kind of leads into the other. So like, this was when we were still at Game Changer World in Howell. Rest in peace in the clouds. Great venue. But I show up thinking I'm doing commentary. So I hop out of the car. Excuse me. Hop out of the car. And then within like 15 seconds in true GCW fandom, I hear, yo, Emil, you want to take a dab? So then I was like, yes, I do. So I went to said vehicle, did the trunk dab thing, and I'm just outside hanging out. The show starts at 7:30, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, I'd been outside for like 2 hours. It's now 7:20. I'm like, all right, I'll go inside for the first time. Real professional. I walk in, and they're like, hey, we need you to ring announce today. And I'm like, fuck, okay. Because like I just spent 2 hours getting high outside. It's like 10 minutes till showtime. I don't even know what the card is. Like, I knew what matches were happening, but I didn't know when they were or whatever. You know, and I was just on commentary. I'll sit down and call what's in front of me. Like, I don't need to know this ahead of time, but like, oh shit, ring announcing. So like, I had like a little mini like panic attack. Like, okay. And then I'm like,
oh yeah.
I go, hey Brett, hey Danny. By the way, I don't know if this is a problem, but this is all the clothes that I brought with me today. And of course, it's like WWF hat, Bam Bam Bigelow shirt, fucking ripped jeans, and just some Osiris sneakers. And then, so Brett just looks at me, he says, just be you.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm like, yo, I can, you mean just, all right. So like, there was like, so we didn't start on time because this was before the days of like, you know, Fight TV or Triller TV Plus, whatever, live stream, you know, this was still, you know, indie wrestling, you know. You start the 7:30 show at 7:50 because that's what we do. So like, I had the card and, you know, I'm doing this, whatever. This was the day that Nick Gage, it was Art of War on July 29 or
2017.
No, 2017. Yeah. 2017. I think it was July 29. It was July something.
I'd have to look that up for you.
Yeah, it was late July. And it was Gage versus Matt Riddle. And I did the very primitive because I didn't know what I was going to say. I just said things, the man, I don't even know. There was no God of this shit. And I was like, it's MDK all fucking day. Like, I just said that. I just said that. Like, and then now all the people say it.
Just like that.
It's just awesome. That's on a shirt too. Like, that's one piece of merch I regret I never got a chance to buy was the whole saying on the shirt. Like, that's just awesome.
Yeah, you might have to do a redo of that. Maybe new design, like switch up the design, but have the same.
You got my money, that's for sure. Because like that was like one of the first pieces of merch I saw when I got into GCW was seeing like the whole saying on the shirt. Like, that's actually how I learned the words. Like, after my second show, I was like, the guy in front of me had the shirt, and I was like reading. I'm like, oh, that's what they're saying. And I thought that was like just cool. Like, you can't really say like any other wrestler's entrance has their entrance as a piece of merch on especially a cool shirt like that one. So that's a nice little thing that only Nick Gage could say he has probably.
Yeah, it's very cool. And then like over time, it has developed into the whole thing.
It's beautiful.
That we see now. Thank you, much appreciated. But like that early one, that first one of Art of War, like you can tell like that it's the first time that something is being said.
Yeah.
But like also like you can tell that like, oh, this is gonna turn into something.
The skeleton was in place.
Yeah. It just had to like up the performance of it, you know.
Oh yeah, like you said, you built on it. Someone said earlier, like they like how you went now with the Maki Death Kill game, like you've inserted Maki in there, and like it's just been like a fluid insert Maki into this murder death kill entrance, and like obviously that's like another amazing work you do, but it's like you done it so fluidly. It just like it's been awesome to see, and like other fans are noticing it too.
Yeah, thank you. You know, me and Nikki and Maki, we try to make sure that we're on the same page. You know, in terms of like, you know, when like the cadence, how I'm gonna say it, you know, like the vibe behind it, because you know it's a thing, you know, like we want to make sure that that it looks as good as it sounds, and vice versa.
Oh, well, I get it. I was going to say it probably takes days to weeks sometimes for it to actually roll like it does right now.
Yeah.
And the crowd involvement too. Like the crowd just getting involved and singing along. It's just like that even adds more excitement before the match.
Yeah, it's the best.
Man, I see you're working on Spanish announcing. Or is that Japanese announcing going to be the next big goal?
Maybe. I would like to learn some phrases.
Got it.
Because for me that would be like starting brand new language, whatever. Like with the Spanish, at least like I had it in school. Like working, the people that I've worked for, they're from Oaxaca, Mexico. So like, they're always speaking Spanish, and just I'm around it. So that's why it's like easier for me to pull off. Whereas if it was like anything like Japanese or German, or even French or whatever, like it would have to be. I would have to. It would be more so like, how do I say these exact phrases, these exact ways? Like it wouldn't be like I know the language or anything. Like with Spanish, like I can understand a lot more of it than like I can speak it, but like, with those other languages, no, it's completely foreign.
With Maki learning the phrase "you are cunt" and saying it to Charlie Evans, has she taught you any funny phrases? In her language, any funny phrases that you would she's taught you?
No, but she does have like the coolest jacket right now. If you see her, I don't know if she'll have her jacket with her in the next time you see her in LA or whatever, whenever that may be. But like, she's got this jacket that's got like all these, like, it's like a racing jacket with all these like famous logos, but it's like different. And they say things like "fuck off" instead of, like it's
cool.
like one of those things. It's super cool. I was looking at it like she was like sitting there doing her makeup, and then I just like started looking at her jacket, and then I'm looking, and she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yo, your jacket is fire," and she's like, "Fire." So I taught her what fire means. So if you ever hear Maki Ito say like something is fire, like that's for me personally. Because she's like, "Fire? What's fire?" And I explained how in fashion, if something is fire, is something, it's hot, like it's very cool, very, very cool. I think I threw a lot of different.
I'm about to say that might have messed her up more.
Yeah, I threw a lot of different opposite words at her, and
hot is cold. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, English is fucked up, bro. English really is messed up. But yeah, she understood what I was saying by the end of it.
Good.
So I want to kind of get to something here, because I know we have a fan in the chat that's been listening for a while and asked a question of you, Emil, and I want to see what you have to say, because this is great. The fan asked, any advice for someone looking to be a ring announcer?
Don't do it. No, I'm kidding. Like looking to become deep. Or
it sounds like someone wants to know the steps. I know like one of the steps are going to be, you're going to have to learn from the greats, practice, try to find someone in the, like a local wrestling company in the area that may offer some form of training. Outside of that, that's all I know. And that's on you from here, Emil.
Yeah. So essentially what the idea is, like, you're going to have to find like a local independent, whatever, somewhere that runs shows nearby, perhaps has a training school. That would be even better. Somewhere that you can go express interest in you know, wanting to help out, you know, just showing face, and, you know, let whoever know that, like, you know, like, hey, I'm not like, especially for like vocal talent, because like I feel like every wrestler and their dad is trying to get on, every wrestler, you know, but it's rare that like people are like trying to be something that's not a wrestler these days, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So like you just let it be known, like, hey, I'd love to help out in any way possible. Uh, uh, I would, if the opportunity ever came for like ring announcing, I would love to do that. Like that's what I would want to do most. But you know, I anything I can do to help out, you know, behind the scenes, because a lot of it is just getting your foot in the door. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Really, is just because once you get your foot in the door, there's a lot of different ways you can go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's getting it's breaking, it's that initial icebreaker. It's that initial like, hey, like I'm like I want to uh be a part of your thing. I want to help out. Uh, you know, this is what I'm looking to do. How can I help? In any way, you know, something like that. And then, you know, once because for me, like uh I didn't set out to be a ring announcer. Like I told somebody that I was interested in doing commentary when I was waiting tables. Just so
Hmm.
happened that person was also like involved in wrestling, you know, independent wrestling. Told me to, you know, come to the school, come to the school. I never
Huh.
did. And then a year and a half later, I show up to a show, and he's like, "You still want to do commentary?" I say, "Yeah." And he said, "Good, you're on match number 4." I told the promoter, "You know a lot about this guy." So, uh, I just happened to, you know, kind of get lucky. But,
Yeah.
I bring that story up to say this: had I just listened to the dude the first time he said come to the school, I would have started a year and a half earlier.
Wow.
Because all I had to do was show up, you
That's
know,
the
like
biggest thing I hear everyone say is show up. Just show
yeah,
up,
show
make
face,
yourself known, and you're gonna get in.
and don't be a goof, you know, don't be a weirdo, like don't like just be professional, you know, like don't be like don't be like these goobers like waiting at airports to get their autograph signed, you know, like
Yeah.
act like you've been there before, like,
Good saying.
you know, like yeah, like, you know, um it's cool to like let loose and have fun, but like if you're looking to like, you know, if you're looking to be somebody, like yeah, like don't be a goof.
Yeah.
um
Every question
what
doesn't have to be a wrestling question. That's always good advice if you're going to hang around someone who's in the
Oh
industry.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
And then when I got into how I got ring announcing was that same dude who brought me in to gave me my first shot doing commentary. uh he was ring announcing for a couple shows, but then he didn't there was something came up, crosswords, whatever. He didn't show up that day for that show. So
Hmm.
what they do? They said, "Emil, we need you to ring announce." I said, "Okay, I'll try it. I never did it before, but I'll do it." And I did it.
Wow.
And that was the first time that I did that. So that was February 2010. So like, I mean, I don't really know how you would go about particularly breaking in as a ring announcer per se, uh, but that's just my personal. That's how I did it. That's what happened to me. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
If you, oh yeah, go right ahead. Cause I'll jump in after this.
well, I was just
I know
gonna
you
say,
have.
someone else who knows about showing up and getting rewarded for it. Someone who showed up and GCW Las Vegas and challenged Matt Cardona for the GCW World Title, the one and only Sam Stackhouse.
Oh, hell yeah.
Real fast. Get you guys
look at that
on here.
Got Sammy in red looking like he's in a bunker tonight.
I'm sharing a box. Oh, wow. Look at these.
We're getting them. We're getting them. We're getting it. Fuck it. Why we're doing that? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
So far, so good tonight. Let me give you your announcement, too, because I had a little thing for MLJ. So here we go. You ready, bud?
Yes, sir.
Sam Stackhouse, hailing from Tulsa, Oklahoma, 14 years in ring experience starting in 2009. His first title was the SRPW Tag Team Championship from March 2nd, 2012. His first time in GCW was July 9th, 2021 at GCW's local Fight Club, Houston. Over those 14 years, Sam brings a history of 36 title reigns covering 19 different championships. He most recently held the BCW Heavyweight Championship for 342 days, and that's his longest title reign to date. On April 15, 2023, Sam participated in the first ever death match in the state of Oklahoma.
We
Sam
have
fucking
MLJ
Stackhouse,
here.
baby.
You could have sent him the notes to have him do the introduction like that.
I didn't think about it, dude. I didn't think about it at all.
That'd been a tough one to remember. I don't know how you would have done on that one.
I need a payday for that one. I would need a payday. Also, Sam, I didn't know that you did the first ever death match in Oklahoma. That's sick, bro.
Yeah, well, we were the first. They let me call it a death match. No one ever called anything a death match before that. So they also let us use gusset plates. We use gusset plates and all kinds of shit that nobody else ever used before. So I guess it was pretty much.
Oh yeah, man, take that.
Oh yeah.
Are you at Kane's house? What's going on?
I'm saying. Look at him. I need Blue King. Give me a second.
It was just the first. It was the first color. Let's see what I got. Oh no, that turned it on.
I'm going Blue King.
I'm green. Ooh. Oh, now I can be blue.
Oh, your blue is better than mine. I'm getting jealous. Fuck.
I like it.
Well, thank you for hopping on, Sam. We appreciate your time and appreciate you hopping on Game Changer Weekly.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Sam, I've just been popping questions back and forth, so nothing crazy.
I'll say, if you had the first question, John, I don't know if you want to go ahead. I had one set if you don't have anything.
So here's what's up, Sam. I've basically just been asking questions more for the newbies. There's a lot of new GCW fans that come through, and then we have a lot of fans that they're well established and they know quite a bit of things. So I'm going to hit you with some off here and there, and I want to see what you can do with it. Okay. So tell us how you got started with your journey and becoming a wrestler, bud.
Well, I mean, same old thing. I liked it when I was a kid, and my brother, he would always he was my older brother. He's like 13 years older than me, so he always beat the shit out of me. But once he figured out, he was the first one to figure out that I could do flips and stuff, and then he always told me I should do the wrestling thing. And then I was at a party when I was like 17, maybe barely 18, and got to talking to this dude, and he told me about this place that runs local in Tulsa every week, and I started going to the shows, and they talked about a school, so I signed up.
Man,
so 2009,
Whoever told you about the flips was perfect, because the first time I ever saw you was against Cardona in Vegas, and you tearing the house down with the flips and the dives, man. It was amazing to see, and it was awesome. That was my first ever impression of you, and you just knocked it out of the park, man. That was just so awesome to see. And I'm glad you mentioned doing the flips and stuff, because I was going to ask you how with your moveset, how when in the process did you know that you could kind of do some of that flippy stuff?
Well, my first favorite wrestler was Jeff Hardy, so I've been swantoning since I was like 7 years old. So my brother, he was like, because I've obviously always been big my entire life. So even back then, my brother was like, "That's pretty crazy that you're doing that." And then he always told me I should be a wrestler, and it's worked out pretty good.
So then, do you have any moves dedicated to anyone? I heard you say Jeff Hardy there. Do you have any names of anything, or?
I mean, a lot of the stuff is basically just I'm a mix between Samoa Joe and Bam Bam Bigelow and just all the. I've got to mix it any Bailey and Abyss. There's a lot of Abyss in there. I've been doing the Black Hole Slam since pretty much my first match, and I got to work. He's one of my heroes, obviously. But I mean, there's a lot of Samoa Joe in there. I do the Pele for Samoa Joe. That's in there. Let's see what else. I think I'm gonna start doing some headbutts, little Bam Bam headbutts. I've been
hell yeah.
with that. Yeah,
What, the flying?
Oh yeah.
You got that greetings from Asbury Park.
Though. Oh yeah, yep. Edgy the J Driller.
Hey, be careful with them headbutts. If you do those flying headbutts, you know, that's a lot of bad luck on a lot of wrestlers, my man. The impact, just me and you talking real kind of.
Oh, for sure.
That impact can really be hard. My last real
wrestlers, all the best wrestlers have head trauma.
That is true. That is true.
You know, it's dude. So Sam, I got to hit you with the big guy question. Me, you talking here. You're a big guy. I reached about 350 and I was going higher. Did you feel like your weight was a hindrance or a motivator towards becoming a wrestler? Because I don't know if you knew at that time, but your size and weight actually works to your advantage.
Yes.
I didn't know.
It's really never been I've basically my whole life, like I've never, I don't know how to explain without sounding weird. I don't know. Like I never even thought about it really. Like, yeah, because I've been big my whole life. So it's never really been it wasn't the thing. Like I've never been self-conscious about it. Like I'm not upset about it. Like I'm not happy about it. Like it just is what it is. Like it's never been so I really didn't think about it. And then the more I got into it, obviously because when I first started training, everybody was like, oh, you shouldn't be bumping. You should be protect your size, all this business. But you know, I guess I never really thought about it. Obviously it's helped me out because if I do something, it's 1,000 times more impressive than if a regular person does it. So sometimes it's easier, but also it kind of to be honest, it hurts me about 10 times more than it does a regular person too. So there's kind of a trade-off. There's a trade-off there, but it's definitely helped. It's probably going to eventually be a hindrance, obviously, if we're being real, but it's helping so far. So we're going to ride it till we can, or ride it till we can't anymore, I guess.
Dude, I don't know if you've met my kid yet. Sometime you will. He's 6'6", 325. And you and Juicy were the two that I mentioned when I said, look, son, you can go out there and be a fucking destroyer if you want to. And I told him, I said, this is going to be one of the places where you're the perfect height and size, son. Yeah, so sure. I just wanted to let you know that you were part of an example. Yeah. A good example.
Boy, dude.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was that tall. Golly.
Yeah, he just turned 18.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
I had 6 foot like 11, and then I only grew like 3 more inches after that. But
no kidding.
I looked 19 when I was 11. So
no, I get that. I looked like a big baby till I was like 30. I was one of those guys. I look like an overgrown 6-year-old for like 20 fucking years.
That's why I haven't not had facial hair in
I gotcha.
20 years now. Because if I look like just a big old baby if I
Okay, so I have to ask you, Emil, it's been a while here. You've been it's been a while, but you've been jerking it for a very long time. What are some of your favorites?
Yeah, I love it when it's peppered.
Okay.
I mean, you know, a good old pepper jerky.
Yeah,
delicious.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sam's like, what the fuck? No. I said it. Okay, so I said that because Emil used to do, or maybe still is doing, jerking it, which was where he'd get on camera and he'd try some jerky. Kind of cool. So I used to listen to him.
Emil.
Yeah. So
I have a bunch of jerkies like in the package that I still have yet to jerk it on camera with.
No shit.
Maybe I should bring that back. I mean, if the people want me to jerk it for them again, I will.
Fuck yeah. Jerk it, bro. I probably shouldn't be yelling out loud, but jerk it. So Sam, you've been jerking it for a long time. What are your? I'm sorry.
Listen, that means something completely different to me. I don't eat jerky.
Oh man. So
start naming genres.
I had to. Oh shit. So
one thing I miss, Emil, is the Twitter Spaces. Like I was telling you before you came on, like how I always, every time I saw you speaking on any Twitter Space, mostly it was like the GCW ones late at night, but you've hopped in other ones and like the rap battle ones and here and there, and I just love like listening to you speak on all these different things. So I know with the battle rap, that's kind of like one of your big passions. What's like another big passion that you kind of hope to fulfill here with GCW and maybe do like some sort of crossover, or is there anything in the possible future?
Like battle rap affiliated or something else?
Something else, like a brand new thing that you like, maybe you like, I'm assuming like GCW kind of helped you get that battle rapping thing. Like, is there any other like thing possibly next that you want to cross off that bucket list?
Not really, because like it's gonna sound weird, but like I don't necessarily have like a lot of like goals or anything like that. Like I just kind of like whatever happens happens, you know what I mean? Sort of like I kind of just take life as it comes, because like it's like I never would have, I never in my wildest dreams would I ever thought I would be in like Cork and Hall or like Hammerstein Ballroom, like like that shit. That's just life happening for me, you know what I mean? So like and yet like it certainly helped that you know the guy that runs iBattle is a fan of Game Changer Wrestling. Shout out to Lex. But
Sweet.
like you know, I really don't know, because there's a lot of different people from a lot of different businesses, I guess, a lot of different walks of life that are fans of the GCW product, more so than you would imagine, I think.
In
like
Springfield, there's like a 75-year-old man that comes up and talks to me about Nick Gage, and like it's crazy. The name, like he's talking about John Wayne, like just names that I would not expect. Like this man is old, like old.
That's
and
cool.
he always comes up to ask about GCW. It's crazy. It's crazy the reach it has.
So you never know who's watching, and all it takes is the right set of eyes, or the right set of eyes and the right set of ears to be watching and listening at the same time, and be like, you know what, I want this guy to fucking work for my AAA baseball team, you know, farm league, whatever. All right, cool. I'll announce some fucking dingers.
I would love to hear Emil call some other sports other than wrestling. That would be amazing.
I wouldn't know much about it, but I'll figure it out, and I'll be entertaining while doing so. But
oh, absolutely.
Yep.
I mean, shit. Like I said, it only like all it takes is for the right person to see you or hear you and be like, you know what, here, like, because people are like, oh, we want you to do something at our wedding, like announce our bridal party. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. So I did that before. That's cool.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I'm gonna do it again soon. Not soon, but like within a year. I already know. So like, you know, little opportunities like that. And then plus, like, if I do something like that, somebody attending the wedding and be like, oh, what was that? Where'd you come from, guy? What do you do? And then you just, you know, I don't think weird shit happens. So like, it's kind of just whatever gets served up on my plate. Like I'll go for it. I'll eat.
Dude. So I'm going to ask something to Sam here. You got, we've been live. You got great energy, solid history to championships. You got a lot of road ahead for you. There aren't a lot of Haas trainers. Are you thinking about maybe getting into there at someday down the road? Maybe looking at, you know, training other Haas's how to be beasts?
I mean, I haven't really thought about it, because I always tell people, I get asked that a lot, but like, I'm not in a space right now where I'm in like the training thing. You know, I'd more, if I was going to help out, because there's a local school that I'm thinking about helping out with, but it would be more of like, I would help out more for like social media and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
You know, because also there's not a lot of big dude wrestlers either to be training.
No, I get you. Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that eventually, because that is because that would have, I guarantee I would have got a lot further, a lot faster if I would have had somebody, you know, that could teach me how to be my size. Because I've done plenty of seminars where they were teaching kip ups and all kinds of stuff that I can't, even the stuff I can do, I can't physically do that. So there's been all kinds of stuff where I've wasted all kinds of money. I guess I shouldn't say wasted. I probably learned something from all of them at least. But I've done plenty of seminars where it would have been a whole lot more useful to me and a bunch of people there that were my size that could, if there was something like that. So that's not a bad idea. That might be something in the future.
Well,
that's a good thing.
Just get a book. Sorry, brother.
Real quick, like, why are we wasting time at seminars doing kip ups? What the fuck? Like,
I'm telling you,
fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
most of them now are just guided workouts, and like
I know.
I want to do cardio, go to the gym.
The seminar is such bullshit these days. Like, oh my god, like I don't even want to get started because I'll probably get people mad at me. But like,
oh yeah, me too.
Like, yo, just shut the fuck up and show me how to do a move. Like, that's what I'm here for.
I'd much rather have a talking seminar than one where, like I said, it's just like where I'm doing squats for an hour and a half because this guy was on TV. That's what I hate. That's what I hate.
That's warm up at wrestling school every Tuesday and Thursday of the week. That's what we do already. But like, you know what I don't know how to do? Like that double-legged Indian deathlock thing that you did on that one tape. Can you show me how to do that? Because that's kind of why I'm here.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. You know, like, do these guys understand? Like, that's the reason why we're doing your seminar, dude. Because we saw you do hot moves on videotapes, and we want to learn how to do them. Like, why are we?
Explain that better than I've ever heard it explained before. That's
why are we running the ropes right now? Why are we doing blow up?
Right? Yeah. Why are you paying to run the ropes?
Yeah. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, show me how to do that fucking wrist clutch muscle buster that you did to Super Reindeer at a fucking Lucha Libre.
Super Reindeer.
Like,
Sam, I gotta ask you, are you an expert yet on recovery regimen? Like when you get home, you're like, okay,
I'm getting there. I've had to get there. Like I'm working on it. It's an active learning because I've definitely learned that I've got to get better at it because I've banged my ribs up pretty bad. They've been jacked up for almost it's been close to a month now, and it's been the roughest I've felt in a while. Because then I took 2 weeks off, and I had to go wrestle in Colorado a couple weeks ago, and I just sent them right back to where it was day one. And I got to wrestle this weekend because the flight is already bought, so we're gonna have to just tough it out this weekend. We're gonna hope for the best. But yeah, I bought like a big ass horse trough thing that's in my backyard for ice baths. And then I got heating pads. I got all kinds of shit now. I'm at my desk. I got the Tiger Bomb right next to me.
Good shit.
It's just sitting right there. So
can we get a social media video of you going into the ice tub for the first time, Stone Cold Steve Austin style?
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Oh. No. What you need to do is invite people to your place and have them come into your tub and let the squealing begin.
The ice bath. Dude. You want to hang out? You got to do an ice bath first.
That's smart. Real fast, your tag partner, One Fuego del Sol, says your lights are low, turn them up. But we were talking about learning new moves and that stuff. Has Fuego taught you any new moves tagging with him?
Oh, sure. Speaking of seminars, he's got a good seminar. I'll tell you, he got a good seminar. He made me cry one time because like that's why we get along, because I think he might be the only person that's like as passionate about wrestling and whatnot as I am. So it's a good partnership. And y'all saw it. Y'all saw in Phoenix, we absolutely murdered it. And that was the first time. That was the first time we got to tag with each other. So we just So hopefully we get some more of that. But yeah,
really, that's your first time.
Yeah, it's first time tagging with each other. Yeah.
Wow, I swear, I thought you guys have been a tag team.
No, we've just been friends. No, we're just good friends.
No, you guys are too good.
Yeah, it translated completely in the ring. So it was pretty. It was awesome.
That was the show stealer of the night in Phoenix. That match was incredible.
It was good. It was good. It was a good time too.
That head scissors into the fucking Bam Bam.
Yeah. That was just an idea on the 15.5-hour car ride. So it worked out.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, okay. If that's your first time tag teaming, I definitely want to see
we're basically the same person, because like when we're talking, we feel like it's weird. Like, and we've known each other for probably close to 10 years now, but the past like year and a half or so, we've become real good friends. Like we said, we discovered we're basically the same. We think a lot alike. So,
well, I love what you two are doing. If you can, try to stick with that, because I'm going to tell you, you can't get lightning all the time, and you guys have something special there. I've watched it live. I've watched it on TV. The chemistry is there, and I mean, I'm just letting you know, man. If I had to give you some advice, you guys got something there. Respectfully,
I'm stunned that was your first time.
That's like the most
common thing I heard tonight.
Trying to get
garbage daddies too, brother. Garbage daddies are beautiful.
You took my match suggestion, bro.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was about to do, y'all versus Garbage Daddies would go crazy.
Oh yeah,
But,
that's what we want. We talk. I talk to play Cole. We play
same page, baby.
Rocket League with Cole a lot. We talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so that's where I want to go next with you, Sam.
Bang and Matthews too would go crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I was gonna go next with you, Sam. I heard you're a big gamer, and I just heard. Yeah. What games are you into? What's your big games you go to now?
My bad. Recently, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's gonna make me sound real dorky. But I've been playing Flight Simulator, been obsessed with it the past like week or so. And like I've always like Fuego makes fun of me for this because I like to play simulator games. Like I've beat Power Wash Simulator and all 6 of the DLCs. Like I like Farming Simulator. I've got like a cop simulator and an ambulance simulator, a fire. I got basically they make a simulator. I've at least tried it. But yeah, I've been playing a crap ton of Flight Simulator. Been dreaming about it. It's been really
crashes.
And then Rocket League and Warzone. Those are the mains. Madden.
Yeah.
Love playing some Madden. But those are my go-tos.
Awesome.
I had to ask because I'm like, well, I play Call of Duty and I've seen you over there with Cole, but I'm trash ass, so I just watch because I don't even want to catch hell from some of his friends. He's got a good team sometimes over there.
Yeah, I haven't played Warzone with him, but I've played Rocket League with him. He's good at that.
Damn. So, okay, so I got a good one, and it's going to be for both of you. All right. Picture it this way. You're back in your teens. All right. We're going to hang out at your house. What wrestling are we watching? What pizza do you order? And what you drinking on?
Teenager. Probably
yeah. What year? What wrestling? What pizza? What you drinking?
It's probably going to be some illegal ECW house show that I found somewhere.
MIRC days.
Yeah, and pepperoni because I'm a classic, just like I like pepperoni guy.
Yeah,
and probably drinking on some cheap like the store brand version of some Mountain Dew, so like Mountain Thunder or like Mountain Lightning.
Yeah, like Mountain Lightning.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, this used to be a thing that like I did once after I joined wrestling school. I would throw these things called Markapaloozas at my house.
Okay.
And I would just invite anybody who wanted to come over, like anybody at the school, plus like my wrestling friends, like fan friends, like whatever. I had some pretty like in my little ass living room, like I think peak attendance at one time. Like I think I had like 12 to 15 people in my little ass living room at one point, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, we would get together for Markapalooza. A lot of times I would show some this Toryumon match from 2003, which is fucking amazing. Always got over with the people. Samoan SWAT team squash match from 1989 where they beat the fuck out of these jobbers. Really good. Low key beating the shit out of Deranged.
Brother, old Deranged.
But
I had to wrestle Jack Evans.
Johnny, dude. Johnny.
I had to wrestle Jack Evans on like 10 minutes notice because him and homie got into like a shoot fight. It was wild.
Jesus Christ, come on.
What the fuck does Jack Evans do? Just climb you?
That's basically what it was. Yeah. We did the Brian Cage spot. He caught him in a suplex. Never done that before. That was pretty crazy.
Wow. It must have been residual Special K heat.
I get it was intense, boy. It was intense.
But for like real talk, teenager would be okay. I'm imagining 2005, 2006. Chikara DVD, pepperoni pizza, 2 liter of Coke. I actually finished. I ate the whole large pepperoni pizza, drank the whole 2 liter, watched the whole 2005 Cibernetico match, which was 1 hour and 45 minutes in one sitting.
Damn.
Yeah, so that I actually did do that in my teenage years. So A similar answer to that.
I like it.
Yeah.
What about you, Brent?
2005 Cybernetico match was
I wish I could
crazy.
come to Markapalooza.
Yeah, I'll throw it Markapalooza.
For real.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what you got, Brent?
I didn't get into independent wrestling until during the pandemic, so I don't got none of cool shit with you guys, but probably Monday Night Raw, drinking a Gatorade, and probably having a pizza too. Cheese pizza.
Yeah.
Cheese pizza.
Yeah.
For me, I'd go 1996 or 1997 Raw, WCW. We'll do a Monday night. Pep and Mush, Mountain Dew for everyone.
Yeah, see, I'm watching the Raw, Shawn Michaels super kicking Shelton Benjamin off the top. That's going to be my team.
Yeah, 2004. That was a really good. That was for the Gold Rush tournament. Remember?
Yep. I honestly think that's the first time I popped as a fan, like that young. Like I jumped up. I'm like, holy, like, did really just happen?
Oh, I'll tell you. I went to when I went to school the next day. That we were talking about that spot because oddly enough in 2004 2005 when was that 2000
about 2004
yeah
was that 04 it was
I was still like I was a senior in high school, so right around there.
Yeah, me too. Like there were still some of us. No, I would have been a junior because I was early 04. I graduated 05. Anyway, whatever the fuck. There were still people other than me that were like wrestling fans, which was crazy, including this girl by the name of Faith. I don't know what the hell happened to her, but she was always asking me about like what new tapes I got. Like,
she's a keeper. Emil.
Jesus, I was going to say, how are you not married and have 17 children?
VA, Chikara and chill. Chikara and chill.
What?
I don't think the answer of like, I just got 6 hours of WCW Pro from 1996. Are you interested? You want to watch the Barrio Brothers versus Sting and Luger?
If she said yes,
I've never heard a better opening line before in my life.
Trust me, if she said yes, my life would be different.
Oh my god. All right, let's see if I can dig another awesome question out here. Let's see. We're gonna go back to the games just for the fuck of it for a second. First gaming system, and what games did you have?
The first one I owned was probably Nintendo 64.
Oh,
like the first game I remember, like I super remember being into it. It was like Madden 95 or 96, whichever one was on Nintendo 64. And then I played Star Fox and 007 with the boys. Probably 007 with the boys was probably the best thing. That was lit. And then I got that PlayStation 1, and that was like the gem of my life because I had to do a lot of chores for that hoe. We finally got it.
Yeah.
Then it got stolen. Then our house got broken into. It got stolen like 2 weeks after.
No, fuck.
But
that.
I got to live the life for a couple weeks.
Damn.
So Emma, I was gonna ask you, other than the Nick Gage entrance, what is the funnest entrance you like to do?
I like Macizos. I do Spanish. That's fun. I like I'm trying to think of like some particularly like fun, like not just like he's from here, he weighs this and this is his name.
I was thinking like a fun name, kind of like how Samantha Urban's got that Chelsea Green, how she says it all different, and she has like Gunther and stuff. Like, what's a different like name that you kind of like to announce? Yep.
We stumped him.
I've been putting a little bit of emphasis when I say Iron Demon lately, which is fun. Give a little Shane Mercer, a little something there. I mean, I don't really change up the inflection all that much. That's the thing.
I feel it's natural for you. You don't have to really do too much. You just have to stand and give it your energy, and it seems like the inflection comes, just naturally.
Yeah, I mean, I like what Samantha does. I was thinking of the Chelsea Green intro that she does. I mean, I like how she does that shit. It's just I don't really think I have anybody that has that like for their character really. I don't, at least on first thought, I don't think.
I really liked how, like, during Matt Cardona's entrance, you had to tone it down, and then, like, even when you announced him as a winner, how you just your tone totally changed. I think that added a lot to that moment as well.
Yeah, during that match he had with Gage.
Yeah,
that shit was pretty funny. That was fun. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
We have a couple people here in the chat saying just not a general announcement, but whenever you say it's a fucking death match is awesome. And you get interrupted and have to say, "Oh shit!" That's my favorite right there. I love the "oh shit" moments.
Yeah, I got like the most important thing about GCW ring announcer. You gotta be able to pay attention and move quickly. That shit happens fast, dude.
Now, when announcing like Nick Gage's weight, and we see him sometimes go, iffy. Have you ever been like nervous announcing his weight like that in front of him?
I always make sure I ask him.
He could be touchy about the weight situation.
I say, what do we weigh today, King?
Yeah.
Because it fluctuates. I don't want to.
Sam, I gotta ask you here, man. I just want to tell you. There were 3 matches that I found for you that I just fucking fell in love with, and I just want to mention them to see if anybody else wants to say anything. You versus Jacob Fatu. Yeah, dude. You versus Jacob Fatu at WCR Clash of the Cotillion 6, the no DQ. Fucking great. Stackhouse versus Kiefer. What's up?
Hold on. What did you just say to me?
Okay, so this was Stackhouse versus Jacob Fatu, no DQ match. This was at a company called WCR. The show was called Clash at the Cotillion 6. COTIL. It's like million, but with COT on the front.
How
Sting opened the show and we main evented. No big deal.
Wait,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we need more details on the show.
Sting, the Sting,
the one who just retired.
Yeah, like this, not Sting or Sting or nothing or Stung.
Steve?
The Sting,
Steve,
face paint and everything. They paid the extra for the face paint.
Nice.
Wow. And then you guys,
and then
that's the joy of indie wrestling. These fucking
that's the first time I met Fatu, and now we're that's my guy.
You never hear of these goddamn places, and then all of a sudden it's like, they did this awesome match. It's like, what? I've never heard of these guys. But anyway, it sounded like you were just making shit up.
I was picking cheese flavors and just yelling it out. Okay.
We're just testing you, Emil. We're just seeing how with this you are.
Yeah. Okay. So match 2 that really got me was you versus Kiefer Bartek. This had the most fucking energy out of a crowd. Local wrestling's Loco the Session. Fans completely trashed the fucking place. The show went off the air and local wrestling chants were still being chanted by the fans. I wrote on my notes, shit everywhere. I felt like it was my kind of place.
Oh yeah, it was intense. Like it was legitimately intense in that room. Like, because they chanted for they were still there like 3 hours later. Kiefer was stuck in the back for like 3 hours before he could leave.
You guys got to see the match. That one is a must see. It's on YouTube.
It was wild.
Third match, I actually know Abyss a little bit. I don't know if you have, Sam. Ask him about his old routine for cardio, if you ever needed one, because so basically I went to Kent State University. He went to Akron University. Like, they were 10, 15 minutes from each other. So I had a chance to talk to him a long time ago. And first thing I asked him, like, what are you doing for cardio? And it ended up being a very long conversation. So for someone who knows more than me, I'd say you'd probably enjoy it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
I owe a lot to that man, because it was right after I got to talk with him, and I did like 3 or 4 matches with him. and I was the second to last opponent before he went to WWE, and right after that was whenever stuff started to take off because he really helped me click some stuff together. So I owe a lot to him too. That's my
yeah. Didn't you try the black hole slam, and it was kind of screwy for you?
Well, I've been doing that I've been doing that since like I think my third or fourth match I've been doing that, but I got to do it like right in front of him, which was that was wild.
Yeah, you said your back cracked or something. Was that the one you were saying? Or was there a different?
Yeah, in my very first match, because he did the shock treatment move, the backbreaker thing, where he puts him in the torture rack and takes the ass back.
Yeah,
I did that in my very first match and blew my back out my very first match.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've been about the Abyss life since day one. So that's my guy.
So that's my third match. Drake Gallows versus Abyss versus Sam Stackhouse, Mid-South Wrestling Alliance, Monsters Ball.
Is that on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All three matches will be on YouTube, and I can even give you links to them if you ever needed to. But it'll make you respect Sam even more after you see those. Some good work, man.
Appreciate it.
So Fuego saying on that card that you and Fatu went, Jeff Cobb versus Ryback, and Ryback did a suicide dive.
Oh,
I'm about to say, yeah, Emil, I need to unmute here. What's your thoughts on a Ryback suicide dive?
This show is not real. I'm telling you.
That happened in the same building, but it was a different show. But I'm saying
they did this show on Deadlocks. Fucking WWE 2K. John Blood is laughing.
There's this dude named Jerry Bostic who he has done some wild bookings. He had Kevin Sullivan in charge of bookings for a little bit. Got a little crazy in that. Like he's put on some crazy shows. I was supposed to wrestle Superhuman, but the show got canceled. That dude that jumps off the thing, I was supposed to wrestle him. But the show got canceled. I was very upset because I was looking forward to that.
Wow.
So off of the top three matches, I was my last question that was gonna be this one, but I'll ask it now since it kind of fits in. What is one match you would suggest for fans to go check you out to get new fans for the Stackhouse?
If you can find it, it's me and Brian Keith is my favorite match. That I think that I said. Well, I don't know. It's probably not my fit. Like it didn't mean as much to me as like some other matches have. But as far as like just in ring, how the match went, it was probably my favorite match, best match I've ever had. So me versus Brian Keith. It was at the Loco, like a couple Loco shows after the Brian Keith one. And then there's also me and Mysterious Q. That match changed my life.
Oh, that's a match.
It was good. It was good actually. I've been watching some of your stuff here.
Those are probably the best. And then there's some stuff on there that you'll find on YouTube that'll probably make you never want to watch my matches again. So,
didn't see any of them, bud. Didn't see a damn.
I
only saw the good stuff.
Where is Mysterious Q?
He's been hurt recently. I know he had knee surgery recently. I know that, but
that guy.
Yeah, dude, he's great. Like
that guy.
He's great.
Rules.
Yeah.
I think was it that first show that we did at the Loco?
Yeah.
Sam, you were in the three-way, right?
Yep.
Was that when you won the title?
No, that was the next one.
Okay.
I believe earlier.
I think he was in a tag, wasn't he? I think it was him and BK against. I think it was him and BK against SGC. I think, wasn't it?
I thought that was
that a different
second show because Matt Justice wrestled Mysterious Q is basically what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And that match
must have been the first one, yeah.
That match was fucking awesome.
That was the first one.
Yeah, because he took that finish on that chair and the leg was sticking up and I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah. And like I'll never forget fucking Matt Justice did something. He did something crazy. Somebody gave him a beer. He threw it up in the air, and then he like caught it and then chugged it. Does anybody have a recollection of this? Or
I'm trying to pull it up real fast here.
That is, you can tell a story about Justice, and I always will probably believe it.
Believe it, yeah. That sounds about right.
I'm looking to see, like, is there a clip on Twitter? Like, because I remember, like somebody tweeted the clip of it, and I was like, "Oh, this is the best."
Well, just that venue in Houston is just it gets wild in there sometimes.
Those were some fun shows, man. Though, like those, I actually like. I don't know too much about the Loco, but like, are they're still running shows or no?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they got shows this Friday actually. Friday Friday it's at a different venue because Friday's a no ring deathmatch show, which get your boy there, and
Nice.
and then Saturday they're having like the real Loco show on Saturday. They got some big old matches on that one. I'll be in Lubbock though, so I can't be there.
Yeah, those Texas shows were always really fun.
Oh yeah, it's just something about that building because I think like the building is so just dirty and gross that it just makes everybody. It just everybody just unleashes their crazy side down there and just gets wild. It's crazy. I've seen them. They've set up a bonfire in the hall out there. The riot, like it's just it's wild.
Yeah, there's no rules there.
No
law.
No,
there's no law there.
Not at all.
Emil, what was your first hip hop album you ever bought? And I need you to give me 3 mainstream hip hop artists that shaped you as a lyricist.
All right. So
I had to wait until deep into the podcast for that question.
All right. So the first hip hop album that I ever had, I do believe, was Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise album.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Yeah, because I had the single.
Single. I know what that is.
Yeah, I had the single, but then I was like, I need the whole deal. So I got that. And then let's see, rapper wise.
Yeah, 3. Give me
said mainstream though, so that's hard.
I did that because I didn't want to exclude too many people from listening. You know what I mean? Because I know you can run deep.
I would just name 3 battle rappers and like
exactly.
Yeah.
We know them.
Well, like I was just thinking like Big L because you know some of the
yes, absolutely. Big L is my number 1. He's punchline king, bro. Like if he had he not died in 1999, bro. Like, had he lived on, he would have been like the best. Like, and if he would have went to battling, oh my God, wrap it up. Like, the reason why punchline rap exists is because of him. Honestly,
yep.
Guys like Fabulous owe him a debt of gratitude. Man, at one point in time, I probably would have said Fabulous, but like, probably not so much anymore. I don't know.
More East Coast or West Coast, you thinking?
Huh?
Or you dirty South?
East Coast, man.
Yeah,
New York.
Yeah. You need that hardcore brick.
Yeah.
Brick in your
that's why like the only like modern hip hop I really listen to is Griselda. Like Conway the Machine, fucking Benny the Butcher. Like I like those guys. Like I don't know. Like I was looking at the Double XL, like top 10 freshmen of the whatever the fuck they call it. I'm like, I don't know who any of these people are, but I'm not supposed to. Their music isn't for me. So I'm not going to complain about it. I just don't know who any of these new cats are. Like who's hot. But like modern day, Benny. Benny gives me a lot of inspiration in terms of like if I had to sit down and write something, I would probably want to prep by listening to him for like an hour beforehand.
Yeah, just to get his phrasing.
Yeah, because like that's what I would do. Like back in like especially my hardcore like backpacker days, like in the mid 2000s. Like I would listen to like a bunch of fucking like cannabis verses and be like, yeah, I'm ready to rap. You know, this is a very strange behavior. But rapping about like quantum space and like fictitious galaxies and shit. Like I don't know why I'm talking about this. Oh
shit. You're good. Okay, so we have Big L.
Deep Dive Emil though. Like Deep Dive Emil is the best Emil.
I had to hit him on something that he really knows because it gets people, it gets him talking, and I know this is something he knows and loves.
Okay, so I had another I had a an alter ego rap, I had my regular rap, and then I had this okay, so basically one day I just listened to a bunch of Ghostface Killer. And then I decided I was gonna start to rap like him. I wrote about 7 verses worth of it. Pretty crazy material. This is 10, 12 years ago. I called the guy Benny Bodega. I have no idea why. So Benny Bodega was on the Ghostface Killer shit.
Nice.
Little bit of MF Doom in there, but mostly incoherent psychobabble. Yeah. Also, let's see. Maybe damn. I don't know. I used to listen to a lot of fucking man, this is gonna make me sound out to be like an edgelord loser, but
no, you're good.
Do you remember Jedi Mind Tricks and fucking Army of the Pharaohs,
deep
demigods?
Shit.
Yeah, demigods, fucking Vinny Paz, Apathy, self-titled, those guys.
You do go deep.
Yeah. Oh, digging in the crates for sure, buddy.
Digging in the crates for sure.
How many CDs can you fit in the bag, Emil, for $6?
Bro, I used to, in high school, we had to go through metal detectors and we had to clear bags, and we weren't allowed to bring Walkman and stuff. Well, I had one of those folders, like not like a trapper keeper, I wish, but it was one of those things that you tie the string around it and you open it up and it's got 12 compartments in it,
Yeah.
So I had one of those. I would just stick my Walkman in there, and then I would bring my fucking CDs. I would bring my CD book with me every day, and then kids are like, "Yo, what you got?" And they're flipping through. And they're flipping through. It goes from fucking, I got Jay-Z in the front. Okay, the Clips. I'm okay, some Ghostface, Wu-Tang, Method Man, another Ghostface, MF Doom, 3 of those. All right.
Yeah.
Then it was boom, Mos Def. Then it was oh shit, what? And then got a little bit of what else I have in that bitch? Little Joe Buttons.
That was a good Joe Budden too back
would that be your number 2 or number 3 for him?
What,
Buttons?
Joe Budden, I can't lie, number 2, baby. New Jersey. Especially Moon Music 2, Moon Music 3. Some of his stuff is weird. Whatever. But they're especially man, I remember when he dropped a freestyle with a line about Corey Lytle, the day after it, the murder or the death of Corey Lytle happened, or whatever, and I'm damn, this guy's on his current event shit. That's incredible.
You would get those diss tracks out fast too,
really quick, really quick. That's very important. I don't know, also maybe Drake. I don't know. I like him.
Yeah.
He's very slick with the words, very smooth. I don't know. I'm not really gonna say Drake is my number 3, but I don't know. Ghostface. Ghostface in there too, because that's Benny Bodega, man.
Yeah.
All right, so I got a deep question for Sam Stackhouse. You ready, brother?
Yep.
Sativa, hybrid, or indica?
I'm a sativa man.
Yeah. You go for the head high.
I do. I like sativas. I don't like the sleepy stuff. I don't like to be sleepy.
Not even at nighttime.
I mean, I was about to say I've switched just the past few weeks. I've switched just because been an incredible amount of pain, so I've been trying to be sleepy. Yeah. But normally I'm a strictly sativa man.
What about you, Emil?
I have no idea. I just buy what my guy has.
Oh yeah, see, I got like they're like scientists and shit here. So like I go into this dispensary and they're trying to like they tell me all kinds of numbers and like words and shit, and I'm just like I don't know what that means. I just need you to let me know if it's good or not. Like
I'm like, what's on sale?
I haven't met any I didn't like yet. So I like
that's true.
It's not all these words that they throw, all these limpanines and whatever the fuck they are. All these different things. I have no idea what the hell. Yeah, just cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I go to Atlantic City and I see my guy that I've been seeing for like the past 10 years. He's always got something good. And so I give him money and then he gives me weed.
Yep.
And then you know, and you know what's sick? You know what he's got on his fridge? Hanging up.
What's that?
Right dead center.
What's that?
With a magnet. My little trading card hanging right there. Boom. Center of
that's
his fridge.
cool.
Yeah. I go over my wee man's house and he got my trading card up on his
You gotta use that for a discount or something at this point now.
Yeah. I offer him a signature on like give him a little 8x10.
Oh, he knows that anytime we're in Atlantic City, you want to come through, perhaps make some money. You don't have to worry about you know, the cover charge, my friend. I got you. You know, come on.
That reminds me,
my personal guest.
Sam, I owe you. Are you coming to LA 420?
No. I'll be in Albuquerque, but I won't be in LA.
All right. Alrighty. Damn. I'll see you in LA, Emil.
Yay. Yeah.
I always like finding Emil at the show.
Fun.
I gotta get on one of these LA shows though.
Dude, you need to. You would
like when I was back when I drove a truck, I've driven through there, but I've never been I've only been to California twice.
Oh really?
You'd be loved. You'd be totally loved. Without a fucking doubt.
Nice.
So here's a question for both of you, since I know Emil, you were talking about that card now. What's your guys' like most personal favorite piece of wrestling memorabilia or merch that you guys have? Because I know Emil, you got all those shirts, but wonder if there's any other special merch that's that you hold near and dear to your heart.
With like my face on it, or just in general?
No, just in general. Like a favorite one you have could be from another wrestler too, or just in general. Favorite like sports, anything. Favorite piece of merch.
Dang, that's tough. I'm trying to look. I put a bunch of shit on the wall the other
day. Merch or memorabilia?
Either.
Cause I got something cool, man. Remember those chairs? They still have chairs, obviously.
Yeah.
But when you would go to WWF, and you could take a chair home with you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I got one from No Way Out.
Yeah. Which one?
From Vegas. It was the oh shit, that was a long time. I can't remember which match it was. What was the main event? But Jeff Hardy was the main piece of it. He's front and center of it.
I have one from Unforgiven, the one they did in Oklahoma City, where it was Edge and Matt Hardy in the cage match.
Oh wow!
Because it's the only thing they've ever done in Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's very cool. I have Raw is War chair from like '97.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's fucking cool.
But the cool thing about it is it used to be owned by Chris Candido and Tammy Sitch.
Oh shit!
No kidding.
Yeah.
Did they need money that day?
No, they well, probably. This is when they were living in my town, and they had the chairs outside. That's how you knew it was them. Famously, one time, me and my friend Mook, R.I.P., we rode our bikes to their house, and then we just sat outside of their house on our bikes for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because once we got there, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We had no plan.
Right.
We were just hoping one of them would come outside and we could approach them naturally, you know?
Naturally.
We were just camping out in front of your house hoping this would happen. No. Yeah, but after, that's when 2001, not necessarily a great period of time for them. And they wound up having to leave the area, but the chairs stayed there. And like it was like a few days after the like how like the windows were like boarded up or some shit like that. Like very weird. My dad was just like, okay, I'm going to take this chair off the porch. Now it's mine. Yeah, so that's how I have that. Yeah, cool.
I didn't know they like gave out to the TV shows. I didn't know they gave out chairs. I thought that was just for like their pay-per-views.
Who knows how they came across it? But oh, you mean for the TVs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they probably just did that for like maybe like first couple rows, you know, like
yeah, probably
back in the big money days.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, big money days for sure. Like, sheesh, like, I mean, well, they're kind of on that upswing right now, like 9 TV sellouts in a row. Good job, WWF. But they were doing like 15,000 people in like 98, 99. WWF Raw, right? They can afford to give out some chairs, probably.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here? Fuego del Sol said we almost did an insane Montana loop to LA.
We were talking about it because like because we were gonna do, was it Texas Friday Texas Friday, then Montana Friday, and then it's like 18 hours or some shit from Montana to LA, and then we're just kind of from LA to New Mexico. We would definitely were.
Wow. Utah's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful area through there.
So we do.
You do the flatlands, dude, how you do those flatlands kills me. Oklahoma, Texas, like, dude, how can you, like, it's just a straight line sometimes for miles.
Well, I used to be a truck driver, so I'm used to driving for 12 hours a day. I used to drive the same route a lot, and I wouldn't even notice things, and then I'd have somebody ride with me and be like, oh snap, they'd be pointing stuff out. And like, I've driven on this road 200 times, I didn't even notice. So I'm good at not paying attention, so it didn't really matter what the scenery is. Because it's crazy driving out there with all the mountains and the hills and shit, because we don't have it here. So like when I get into West Texas or into New Mexico or Arizona, that shit gets wild. We drove to Vegas. Some of them the mountains were crazy.
I used to live in Ohio, and every time I had friends visit, they'd bitch about getting sick because of the foothills.
Yeah,
because I lived in the foothills of the mountains there, and they're like, "Yeah, I can't take all these hills." Felt like a roller coaster. Man, so I'm guessing you probably understand.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's like, what is this? All this up and down.
Ooh, I'm trying to see here. Okay, I got an awkward question. Let's have fun with this one. Give me a fucking ghost story or something that happened to you that you can't explain. Either of you can answer first on this one. This is our oddball question.
Somebody I can't explain? My career in wrestling.
Well, yeah, that.
Damn, same.
Got him.
That's incredible. Both of you.
Weird shit.
Man, you ain't heard anything when you were a kid?
I mean, other than we would hear about the Jersey Devil out here.
Yeah,
that's like the big scary thing that lives out in the Pine Barrens. That's the woods. The Pine Barren Jersey Devil, whatever. That was the thing that we would hear about, but I don't know.
For an example, me and my friend were at my buddy's house basically, and it's just us two at the house. We're sitting down playing fucking Sega, old school, and we just hear fucking footsteps upstairs, and our initial thought is intruder in the house. So we both basically just put our shit down, don't turn off anything. We run outside the house, and we just stay outside the house about half a mile away. Nothing ever happened. No one ever came of it. My mom and dad, we waited until my mom and dad came home. There weren't any cell phones. This was like 89, 88, 87, like young as fuck, and scared the shit out of me. And stupid stuff like that. So that's what I was thinking of, is like that dumb, unexplained, you know.
I've had the same recurring werewolf nightmare since I was a child. So I think I might be a werewolf.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Okay, so what's going on in there?
It's just always the same. Like I always wake up right before the werewolf like fucking gets me. It's never gotten me. So I imagine in my dream, like when it gets me, I'm probably gonna like have a heart attack in my sleep or something. That's probably gonna be what it is. I've been having that dream. I've been having that dream for like it happens the same exact way every single time, and I wake up the same exact spot every single time. I probably had that dream. I've had it a lot of times, and it's weird. It's very weird. That's probably the weirdest thing. Can't explain that. Why? Because I don't even know anything about werewolves or anything. But it's always that same dream. But it never gets me, so we're still good.
I got an idea.
I was thinking that same thing. I didn't want to say nothing.
We got to get him to LA.
Yeah. There's a match.
That was the first thing I thought of.
It'll be a thriller. Let me tell you that.
Oh, it'd be bad.
It'd be wonderful. Book it, Brett. Put that on Emil J 420 booking.
Let's go.
You got to get at least one match. That has to be the match that you would have to book there.
Give me I need to have a Mania collective show next year, and it has to start at 420.
That'd be sick.
Yes.
And like it needs to be the strangest matches you've ever heard of in your life.
I would be all in on one of those shows.
Can I give you something stupid, Emil, that I just thought of that's in the old shows that aren't in the new ones that I miss?
I guarantee you it's not stupider than the idea I just had.
I just want to wrestle Micro Man. So if that can happen on that.
Dude, I tried to put him and Big Vin in a tag team. I'd put you in it. Oh, that'd be so good.
The thought that I just had in my brain was, is Ian Rotten available for bookings?
Oh my
shit.
I guarantee you I'm thinking stupid right now. But like, I'd probably do something like who would I book modern Ian Rotten against? Maybe Speedball Mike Bailey.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Shit. What a waste of ball.
No, that would be the best. I'm going to need to book a show. Actually,
I was just telling my buddy today that I don't think Speedball can have a bad match with anybody. So you might be putting that to the test.
You could drag something out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I want that. I want that to happen really bad. Yeah. This is.
I didn't mean to cut, what do you miss? I didn't mean to cut you off a while ago.
Oh yeah.
Who? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting too deep in the weeds over here.
No, you're good.
No.
Yeah. So what I missed was before the show would start, you'd have the countdown at the beginning of GCW 10, 9, 8. So the show used to go black, and we would hear you go, "All right, here we go," starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the screen would go black, and then it would come up with everybody there. I don't know why, but it gives me a fucking awesome like live feeling when I feel like you can hear it 5, 4. It's like, the dynamite's about to explode and you can hear it. And I like that because it's like an explosion. It comes on, it's in color. Everybody's fucking going wild. You're standing in the ring. I like that. And I wish that came back, but you never know. One day, maybe.
When did that go away?
I couldn't really tell you. What was going on was I was watching an old God, what was I watching? I can't remember what show it was. It was easily, oh God, I can't tell you, man. I'm so sorry. But
because I wonder if it correlates with when we had like started with GoPro or GPW. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
like maybe that's like when it has something to do with it. Maybe. I don't know.
That
sounds about right, honestly. I wish I had a better memory of all this shit. My memory's shot.
Same.
All right, Emma, we got a question here. What is your preferred meal at Wawa, and do you prefer Wawa or Sheetz?
I prefer I guess honestly these days I prefer sheets because it's more of a treat. Because like that's the one that I don't have. I always
Yeah.
like having like, you know, I like it's like you know, oh wow, we got that every day over here. Sheets, wow, I can get tater tots. Wow, how new and exciting, you know, like that's all it really takes. But like at Wawa, like I like their I get like an Italian hoagie is what they call them. I don't like that word hoagie. It's weird.
It's hokey, you know.
Yeah, it's a hokey.
That's my shitty. Yeah, it's my dad joke of the night.
I like it. Yeah, it's very good. Fucking. I get one of those. I like their chicken noodle soup. I'm not really adventurous when it comes to their burgers. I'll fuck with their burgers. Like the Wawa burger is good. Their pizza is not good. But yeah, I feel like it's like, you know, I live in New Jersey. Like, I can get good pizza from like 87 different places.
Yeah.
Without even trying, you know, like, I mean, Wawa pizza would be acceptable if you're like coming home from the bar drunk at 2 a.m. You need some, oh yeah, Wawa pizza, what's up? I'll do okay, but I'm not gonna go there at 6:30 and be like, ooh, Wawa pizza, time to
Your last $10.
Yeah, no, none of that. Buy some bags of Doritos of that instead. Yeah, chicken noodle soup, that was always slamming. They used to have a really good chicken tortilla soup, and then they took it off their soup roster, and I'm really upset about it. Like 7 years later.
Wish it getting its future endeavors. Huh?
I don't know why. It was so good. I would like. I would go there specifically for it. They had me. They had me for it.
Damn.
Dude, my neck of the woods, McDonald's used to have chicken noodle soup and broccoli and cheese soup.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Whoa.
man. Up in Ohio, we had it a long time ago.
Was it like a McCafe?
McSoup, I guess. Yeah, it was just like, you know, anything like the old cups that they'd put the coffee or tea in. They just fill that shit with soup, put a lid on it, and be like, shit's hot. Be careful. Wow. Tap you on the ass with a plastic spoon, and out you go.
Damn.
So Sam, I've always had this question: how did the Cardona match come? How did you get involved in it? How did all that come to be?
No, I have no idea. I was playing Madden, and then I was asked to come to Vegas. Had no idea why.
So you didn't even they didn't even tell you. You just
I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas for hours before. I still hadn't. No, I had no idea. Did not know. I was getting like all I know is I was supposed to be there, and then all the matches kept getting announced, and my face was in none of them. So yeah, wow. And then it took somebody else asking, and then that's when I found out about that. So it was pretty wild.
That sounds about right.
Oh yeah, no.
Having to ask twice.
Yeah, somebody else asked, and then Brett told them and just walked away like he didn't just drop the biggest thing in my entire life. So that was nice of him. And then every other time I've been booked, pretty much I found out on Twitter. So I definitely found out I was wrestling Joey Janela on Twitter. Didn't know about that either.
I was wondering with Cardona today, like his surprise when for that blue cane.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Man, that guy can make something out of nothing. If
I'm telling you, he changed my life. He changed my life.
I hear that so much from so many wrestlers too.
Yeah.
God.
Plus just the advice and stuff outside that like, and just seeing how professional he was dealing, like, because we just did like a mini little promo and like not even that long of a match, and just like how serious he took it and everything was it. Yeah, I've learned a lot from him.
Yeah, that was, like I said, for my first match, like being introduced to you, like I think you stepped up and like delivered too.
Let's say plus he didn't have to let me do any of that shit.
Exactly. Like that's my thing with Cardona. That's why I always kind of go to, like, he does a lot of things with a lot of, I don't like to say lower names, but you know, like he like stuff that he doesn't have to do. He does it to put over other people. And I think that gets so lost with his coverage, like everything going on in the independent scene. I think that's where I really found a lot of respect for him, for not only what he's done, and as he's kind of said, treated GCW as his home and stayed with it. Because when he first showed up, I think everybody thought he was the 1 or 2 matches and done, but for him to stay and everything he's done with, I think it's been phenomenal. And that match with you was like the first thing that we got to see from like that kind of thing from him in GCW.
Oh, yeah, because he gave me way more than he had to. To this day, there's only been 2 people who I've dove out on to only one person, and the other person was twice the size of him. So he for him, So he definitely didn't have to do any of that shit. He could just kick me in the face and took it home, but he made me look good.
Damn, I was gonna say you could have been a little nervous.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
geez, yeah. I thought I was dying on I was freaking out. Believe me. I still haven't processed, because that was the past few years have been absolutely insane. It went from 0 to 100 real quick, and it's all cause of GCW. So it's been wild. It's been wild.
But you've earned it. Like I said, you've improved. We talk about on our other podcasts, and now this one. Like we've talked every time we've seen you, how much you've improved. It's just been awesome to see, and like it's nice to see people like you that take that one opportunity and roll with it, and like go with it and continue to improve, instead of like we see a lot of names that just, hey, I'm at GCW, and then we stop seeing it, and that's always disappointing when there's more to see. And like I'm glad we're seeing more of you, and like Phoenix was awesome, and I can't wait to like hopefully, like I said, you and Fuego team up again, or even just you in a spotlight single match is gonna be awesome, because you have killed it, and it's cool to see.
Yes, I appreciate that. Getting that license in Albuquerque for that show, so I'll definitely be there.
Dude, the fan base fell in love with you.
I'll be in Philly. Yeah, that was like, it's been crazy, because to this day, one of the best moments of my life was, speaking of Fuego, we were in that the Scramble match in Dallas, and like he hit me with the Canadian Destroyer, and he won the match, but more people were chanting for me, and like it was like that whole when I stood up to leave the ring, like that whole room, that's the biggest room of people I've ever had chanting for me. So that was, I'll never forget that. So every time I'm in GCW, especially like in Phoenix, they were chanting, like everywhere I've been, like it's been crazy. I can't, like, they were chanting, what were they chanting? Fuck him up, Stackhouse, fuck him up, and there with Janela. That's GCW Golden Boy. Like that was insane. That was insane. Yeah. It's been wild. It's been wild. I love it.
So Emma, I was just gonna ask you, with Cardona here, what's one of your favorite stories about Cardona?
Let's see.
He seems very business outside the ring.
Yeah.
He gets to his destination. He does his things. He shakes hands, says hi, gets in there, does his thing, spends a couple minutes, says goodbye, and heads out. That's what I've kind of.
That man's on the flight before he's in the air before the main event starts.
And I respect it.
Me too.
So back before he came into GCW, him and I didn't necessarily see eye to eye. Oh. He didn't like me all that much. And there was a little heat.
Well, I take back every nice thing I said about him.
No, it was my fault. My fault. But it was the War Games. When he came in with the Macho Man or the Macho King crown and the scepter and the glasses and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, I had worked with him a few times, and I made sure that I took care of his gimmicks that he was very worried about. You want to make sure the crown and the scepter were all taken care of nicely, and I took care of them nicely for him. And then he said, "The beef is squashed, brother." And now we're pretty cool, and we talk about wrestling. Now we talk about wrestling figures every time he shows up. And I'm like, hey, did you see this one? Of course, he always sees them, but like, I have to make conversation somehow.
Still gotta ask.
Right. I don't
Sounds like you had to
assume...
pass through the fire, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to just assume that he's seen everything. I know that he's seen it, but
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little contentious to begin with. That's why, if you notice, when he calls me there's a certain amount of realness to the initial time that he grabbed the microphone out of my hand and called me a fucking mark. There's a little bit.
I wondered about
There's a
that.
little bit. That's not something we talked about in the back before we, went out to get pizza with grandma or whatever the fuck they told you about on NBC. Remember when they did that on TV? It was fucking crazy. Revealed the secrets of pro wrestling. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Did they ever figure out who the wrestler was that was under there?
Oh, there's many.
That's right. There was like 6 of them or some shit.
Yeah, there were many characters. If you listen to some of the guys that wrestle around here, veterans on the scene, that's why they were kind of blackballed. I know a guy.
Gotcha.
I know a guy who did that, and he says like he just took the booking. He didn't know what it was for, and he got down there, and it was for that. But he saw like guys like Harley Race involved, and he figured it wasn't that bad of a thing.
Right.
Then the story he tells is he got blackballed hard as a motherfucker.
Yeah, makes sense
for doing that. Yep. I mean, Harley Race, he was at the tail end of his career. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he didn't give a shit.
Right. This is like 1999.
Who the fuck's gonna blackball Harley Race?
Right. He had his own school and shit by then. Like, he's good. Yeah. Like, whatever. Like, he's working for himself. But like this guy, Patch is his name, and he wears an eye patch.
Makes sense.
He's fucking awesome, dude. Patch. I would book Patch in on my first is who? Guess who? Oh my god, this match would fucking rule too.
Broke up for a second. He got so excited.
Joey's cutting him off here.
Okay, it would be Patch. The match I have for Patch versus the Eye Poke God, Mance Warner. Let's fucking go. Also, that match would be so sick. I'm not even kidding. Like, they would just punch each other in the face and bleed. It would be awesome. That's how you book wrestling shows, guys.
Damn.
Just make it a bit.
You know what? Booking sounds good. Emil, you're in control of the book at GCW for a night. You need to do 4 matches. I'll give you the first one. Book me a scramble. Oh. Anybody you like that's been through there in the last, 3 to 5 years.
How many guys?
You say so. You're the booker.
Yeah,
I know. He's going to be like number 22.
Yeah. No, you know what I would do? Honestly, hold up.
I don't know. 6 to 8, maybe.
Let me see. Can I get enough guys for this?
Yes.
All right, because here's like the first 3: Ricky Morton, George South, Mike Jackson.
Oh.
I want to have the oldest scramble match of all time.
Okay.
And throw in Nick Wayne, Billy, and
Bodie Young Prodigy. Yeah.
Come on, no. Those kids don't know how to work no damn scramble.
True. Or that style.
Tommy Rich has worked for us recently within the past however long. So Tommy Rich is in the scramble. Doug Gilbert is also in the scramble. And Too Cold Scorpio is in the scramble. That not the best match of all time? Like,
elimination scramble. Loser goes under the top rope.
People are doing something. Also, there's another match. Here's a match I want to do. I'm giving away all my booking secrets.
I love it.
But this is okay. Here's the match. You ready? It's Mike Jackson versus Commander, with the stipulation being that the loser cannot use the top rope for 90 days.
Oh shit!
So figure that
Poor
one out,
Mike
guys.
Jackson. Poor Mike Jackson.
Hey,
oh shit! Poor Commander.
Right? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Wow.
But that's
our scramble, or do you have another one or two in there?
In the scramble.
Yeah.
Uh,
He's trying to get all the old people he knows in his bucket.
Yeah, great Sasuke. He's pretty old.
Yeah. Did a damn good job though.
Hey,
too.
yeah.
No, who's really old?
Who's really old?
I'm sitting here thinking like, shit. On the indie scene, nonetheless.
That's worked with us. We've Bill Dundee. When's the last time Bill Dundee worked for us? Is it within the time frame?
Was it a suburban fight?
Yeah, do Bill Dundee in there. Fuck it.
I'm on a show with Greg. I'm on a show with Greg the Hammer Valentine and
Crockett.
Like Tito Morales, I think, or somebody
Really?
on. Is he still? That's somebody like super olds, and
they're
supposed to be involved in the show. Like their advertisers in the show.
Oh wow,
Greg Valentine.
Wow.
Because Greg Valentine looks like that one waitress at the diner that doesn't give a fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
That's worked there for 37 years.
Oh my god, yeah.
She's just cigarette stained and she's seen everything.
You want your fucking pie or not?
Yeah. You're ordering eggs, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Oh, God.
The same thing we had yesterday, Phil.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got the scramble. Next, I need you to give me a tag team championship match.
Who's my champions? Violence is forever.
Whoever you like. It could be empty, and you could just give me two people to fight it out. Fuck yes.
Things have happened. Let's see. Tag teams.
There's some beautiful tag teams out there. Look at that. That's what happens when you have a brain with like 900 plus tag teams in there.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
clogging the pipes.
Options. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would put the astronauts in it. That's for sure. I like those fucking guys. Yes. The astronauts versus the Macizos. Let's go.
Ooh,
that would be fun.
That's gotta happen.
Yeah, that should happen. And,
I had an idea. When GCW came to Vegas. I was gonna see if we could do Action Mike Jackson and then go with Bodie Young Prodigy. So we'd have primarily the oldest versus the youngest.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the continuity. We would be able to say that Bodie Young Prodigy, if he's going 30 years from now, will have wrestled someone that wrestled Luthez.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick. So Bodie at 16, 17 years old could have wrestled someone that wrestled Luthez this year. Maybe next year. That was one of my ideas.
Good idea.
That's pretty crazy. Like,
GCW could have made history.
I feel like that's a really stupid thing to be possible, but somehow it is.
Yeah.
Like how?
Yeah.
Like how?
Yeah.
How? Why?
How?
Time is merely a social construct. I don't understand.
Yeah, I thought I had to bring that one out. Okay, so we got our tag team. Next, I need you to give me a death match. You don't the sky's the limit, brother. Could be a tag team death match.
No. Jun Kasai versus Shane McMahon.
Jesus.
Oh.
Can we book Shane McMahon? Is he available?
Probably. I'm sure.
He's not the right amount of money.
Wow. We need to get one of them high spots in LA.
Yeah,
do a dive.
Something. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Coast to coast.
Yeah. Not just with the razor, brother.
Dumb question here in LA. What is that ring? Is that a 16 foot ring?
I think
I don't know if you know or not. Yeah.
I think 18 because 18 feels right for that bill. I think so.
Okay.
Because I feel like I might have been hella zooted, but like when I started the show, the other day in Atlantic City. I was like, this ring is fucking small, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw any of the like when the first match was coming out to the ring, if the camera picked up me having a conversation with Adam Galt during that time, but I said, is it me or is this ring fucking tiny, dude?
Now I'm going to go back and I didn't notice it was small.
I said, I know I'm high. I said, I am very stoned right now, but this ring is very small.
You know, an 18 or 20 footer would look good in the terminal.
Yeah, 20 foot is a big ring, dude. You don't really like realize
it's a big. Well, it's crazy. I feel like 18 is the perfect because, like, the difference between 16 and 18, the 16 foot is fucking tiny as fuck.
Yeah,
like it doesn't seem like it's like because if I see a 16 foot, I'm like, is this bitch like 14? Why is this some bitch so tiny? But then like 18 just feels right. Because if I get into 20, I'm like, golly. It's like 6 miles to the other side of this bitch.
You're saying with your stride? With your stride, 18 works well?
Plus you just, I like 18. I feel like 18 is perfect. 20 is just too big.
We've seen 16 throw off a lot of timing too.
Yes.
This dude, I trained in a 14. And it was, Lord. Yeah, it's terrible. And I've wrestled in as small as I wrestled in a 10-foot ring one time in a restaurant.
And mind you, when you say 10 feet, that's really 8.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could touch I could touch my toes on one rope and then stretch out and touch the other side.
Yeah, it's 8 feet working. 8 feet working.
God, but it was just inside of a restaurant. It was dinner theater.
What the fuck's up, Chili's?
Yeah, it's a Mexican restaurant, so we did. It's called Elote. They still run shows. It's pretty fun. They do a big Cinco de Mayo thing every year. It's pretty dope.
Damn.
Wow. All right.
I think we did our 2 hours, guys.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's getting close to there. Fuego asked Sam though to tell us a story about Speedball and Cardona. So I would be remiss if I don't hear that story before we close us out here.
Oh, when at what was it, WrestleCade or whatever, Cardona came back. Damn, if he hears it's gonna shit on me. This man was blown to smithereens. Okay, my man was in damn near cardiac arrest. And all he could say was, "God damn, he's good." And then fucking Mike Bailey just walks back, just casually. Wasn't even sweating or breathing or hard or anything. And yeah, it was a crazy thing because all he kept saying was, he's like, "Damn, he's good." And my man was blown. He was hurting. And then Mike Bailey just walked back all casual as fuck, like he didn't just wrestle for fucking 20 minutes and shit. Wow, it was wild. That's what I'm saying. Mike Bailey's he's a beast. I don't understand how he does the things he does and then just keeps doing them repeatedly.
That's WrestleMania weekend schedule he had last year was nuts.
Do what?
That WrestleMania schedule he had last year,
it's crazy, insane.
15 matches. It was insane.
Why?
Yeah, well, Ian Rotten is gonna fucking
fucking eat it against Speedball.
Gonna eat his fucking lunch.
Speedball was one of my choices for a face champion at GCW for a while, especially with his size and everything. He never has a bad match. It doesn't matter who you put him up against. He fucking rocks it, and people love him.
I swear, one of my favorite Speedball matches against him and Yoshihiko. As Sam was saying earlier, he could have a good match against anybody.
It doesn't even matter. Like the way his brain works is next level.
Once I realized what he was doing, I
loved it.
Had so much fun. It was like at the on the surface, even if you don't know what he was doing, it was fun. But then, once it clicks, you're like, oh, he's doing that fucking Osprey match from the other day.
It was like a tribute to wrestling social media. He was doing all the spots that caused all the controversies and get everyone talking. He did every single one of them in that match. And as you said, once you the second or third one, it clicks. It's like, this is going to be awesome the rest of the night.
It was like postmodern avant-garde wrestling performance art. Really was. Because how do I put it? Like, you have to have a certain level of understanding to get the joke. You know, like,
and he did it to a New York crowd.
well, but that's the right crowd to do it to.
Really? Okay.
The smart crowd.
You know, fucking sheet reader marks, you know, smart Mark, you know, fucking filming shit.
Yep.
But that's a very meta concept, because like in order to fully grasp it, you have to understand that he's making fun of they don't know how to work wrestling criticisms made by online fans. Like it's so inside baseball. That's why it was so good.
Lindsay Lohan Saber said him and Garcia also had a lot of tributes to other matches in their PWG Iron Man. I need to go check that out.
I need to get this library for PWG. Yeah, like,
dude, you're missing out. You're so missing out, especially if you're, dude, if you're a big fan of like Adam Cole and the Bucks and whatnot, right? You're missing some of their golden American work.
Yo, all them those fucking little 5-minute YouTube videos, the highlight videos they put back in like fucking 2009 to like fucking 2015. Those changed my life.
Oh yeah, that's all.
That's where I discovered the Poison Rana, and it became my favorite move that I've ever seen in my life. I love it.
It's totally your style, Brent. Totally your style.
Are they up to date with getting physical media out, or are they still stuck on shows from 2019?
Doubtful.
I think the last they haven't put out yet.
God, they fucking.
They're chiseling it on stone.
I guess, like, if you're gonna make such a big deal about fucking recording spots on your phone, you might as well put the fucking show out early so people can see it. God. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Well, you know, having the exclusivity.
I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I'm gonna get myself.
No. You're good. You're good. Having the exclusivity, I think, is cool for the first couple weeks because, oh my God, who won? But you can't keep that shit on a lid anymore. And I mean, if you're going past a week or two,
2024,
right? GoPro can have the shit done before the show's over sometimes.
Yeah, dude. Like, what are we?
I mean, give them less than an hour, you know.
Exclusivity, unfortunately, because they're hiding like matches like that. Speedball and Garcia, like that is a match I would die to see.
Like, I feel like he still expects me to get results to his shows by refreshing his message board. And sorry, it's not 2006 anymore, dude.
Right.
Like, we've grown past this exercise. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Just old practice is holding them down a little, huh?
Anyway, they have good matches, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. I haven't seen a show theirs in a decade.
Did we answer the deathmatch question there? I forgot.
Jun Kasai versus Shane McMahon.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Last one. Okay. I need you to book me the GCW World Championship. You pick who you want to fight it over.
Oh my God. Wow. Like, I could just really like make any fucking match I wanted to, right?
Yes, you can. You're the booker. Make an 8-man tournament. I don't care what you do.
No, well, that's egregious.
It is. It is.
Stage in the game. Let's see. Who would I like to see in a GCW title match? Who would I like to see as a GCW champion? It's not fucking Blake. Let me tell you that. God. What a weird guy with his, like, the way he does with his. Does he pretend that his strap is a strap?
He likes to jerk off a lot.
He's doing his thing. I like your guy.
Gimmick infringement, Emil.
Weird genital guy.
He's a little phallic. He's a little phallic boy.
Yeah, you know? Phallic. Phallic of all trades.
Phallic boy.
Let's see. Who would I like to see? It's not going to be Mance Warner. He threatens me. Oh, well, although Mance Warner versus Patch for the belt would be awesome. No, I would want. I'm trying to think of like some like fucking.
You're trying to hit us with a sideways.
Yeah, I really am, because like that's the thing with GCW. Like, we could literally book pretty much anybody, like, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yes, that was one of my questions. I wanted to see, like, what was one match you haven't seen yet in GCW? Maybe this could be your dream world title match.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to think. Who would I want to see?
Stumped him again.
God,
I think it's getting late.
You really wish
like,
he's like, damn, I really missed the indica sativa question. Little easier.
I'm just really really in my brain. I'm trying to think, like,
it's too much.
Who would I want to see wrestle Jun Akiyama? And like, that is like really what I'm having trouble.
Well, Speedball would work. Speedball would work just because he can. If you want to go pure GCW, you know, Janela can work with anyone and make anything happen.
He's wrestling Ian Rotten.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot to look at the sheet.
No, you know what? John Gresham.
Oh my.
Versus Jun Akiyama.
Oh my.
I think is a match that I would like to see there.
That was so awesome to be able to see Jun Akiyama at the Collective. That was like insane just to be able to him and Eddie on a team. Like, what is good? Like, that was like another, like, holy shit, only GCW can do these kind of moments.
Oh yeah, that was just out of this world. Like, and then also Negro Casas was on like the same weekend of shows. Like, what? I got to work with Jun Akiyama and Negro Casas on back-to-back days.
Was it Damien 666 too? Like, oh my goodness.
What? Oh yeah, he was on
World of Lucha.
World of Lucha, yeah.
Negro Casas gave you one of the biggest compliments of your life, Emil, didn't he?
You know, it wasn't Casas. It was Dr. Wagner.
That's who. We lost him for a second. Yeah, what we were talking about, he'll come back. What we were talking about was that Dr. Wagner Jr., I believe it was in Spanish, said he was the voice of wrestling or the voice of lucha. There we go.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Was it the voice of...
Yes.
Yeah, that was Dr. Wagner Jr. And it was even cooler because his voice is so cool.
Yeah, it is.
That's where's Dr. Wagner Jr.? That guy fucking ruled. Anyway,
I think he's in Noah right now. He's been doing a lot of Noah.
My bald ass is jealous of his hair.
Yeah.
I wish he had that hair. Anyway.
All right. Yeah, I think that's all we have. Like I said, we normally keep this about 2 hours. We could go on all night, but I know it's late over where you're at, Emil, and Sam's probably late for you guys too. So anything you guys want to plug before we head out of here?
No, this is the Sam Stackhouse on all them socials. You know, we have a good time on there.
And you said you have a show this weekend. Where at?
Yeah, Friday I'm in Houston at Loco, and then Saturday I'm in Lubbock at Squared Circle Pro.
Awesome.
So hell yeah!
Got a no ring death match on Friday, and then a no disqualification open challenge for my title on Saturday.
My God,
which one are you fearing?
It's gonna be a rough weekend. It's gonna be a rough weekend.
Which one of those matches are you fearing the most?
Listen, honestly, with the way my ribs is feeling, I'd much rather get hit with shit than take a bunch of bumps. So
gotcha.
It's gonna suck, but it's probably gonna feel. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it, and I'm actually looking forward to the no ring thing because I've never done one of those. So this will be my first time doing that. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome.
It's gonna be dope.
Any other jerking with Emil you want to plug before you get out of here, Emil?
Yeah, I feel like I got to jerk it again for you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got mad cool jerkies over here, including I have this one, like their company is called Righteous Felon. And their logo looks like the RF Video logo, and I fucking hate it.
No shit.
But they make good jerky though. But like I look at that logo, it's a backwards R and an F. I'm like, it's fucking RF video. Ugh. I hate it. That's as far as I'll go about talking about him, or else he'll threaten me with legal action again. Whoops.
Again,
anyway.
yeah.
Cassidy, we'll edit this out for you, Cass.
Yeah, Cassidy will edit out. He's got us.
Yeah, thanks. I don't give a fuck, dirtbag. Anyway, so at the MLJ on X.
Still sounds weird.
Yeah. I think it's always Twitter.
Yeah.
Like like you don't hear me calling it
we need the X spaces.
WWE. What the fuck is that? It's WWF. Like,
yeah.
So, at the MLJ on Twitter, this Friday I will be in Gloucester City, New Jersey for Super Crazy Pro Wrestling. It starts at 7. It's a little $5 admission thing, featuring their homegrowns plus some guys from like H2O Wrestling Academy. So that's a fun little local promotion that I've been working at when I'm not doing GCW. Then from there, I'm going to drive to Adam Galt's house and then sleep over there. And then we're going to drive to Detroit for GCW Role Model, 8 p.m. Eastern on Triller TV Plus. Featuring Matt Cardona versus Danhausen. And then the next day, GCW, The Block is Hot 2024 in Rochester, New York, 5 p.m. Eastern start time, featuring Nick Gage and Danhausen as a tag team. Hausen.
That's
against
Wildhausen.
Yes. Against some people, I forget who the fuck.
I got you, brother. I got you. I got it all written down. You're good.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he's leading us right into our outro when we're done.
Yeah, I ran out of steam, but I do know this. Cheech and Cloudy and Colin Delaney are all on the show.
Let's
also,
go.
Shout out Nick Ando. You're on the show too, but I didn't grow up watching you, Nick Ando, so I don't care about you as much. Sorry, I just have to keep it real. Anyway, honestly, it's gonna be great to see some guys from the upstate New York area that we don't get to see in the GCW ring all that often. I like that when we go to different regions that we do have that local flair. It's what brings us wrestlers such as Sam Stackhouse.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes.
And you never know. And you know, I'm sure that before that match happened in Houston, it was just okay, we'll see what happens. And then it turned into, well, shit. Can you come to fucking Las Vegas, brother?
Oh, and then can you come to New York City? And then it's been dude. It's
you never
insane.
know. You never know what's gonna happen wherever we go, and it's always a good time. And then that's this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Got a full docket. And I'll tell you what, I'm crazy enough that if H2O was running one of their Monday night shows, by the time I got back home, I would be doing that one too.
Oh, hell yeah.
But they're not, so I'll go home like a loser.
Oh.
Or a fucking actual adult, you know?
And
responsibilities.
In Philly too. I'm looking forward to that.
Hell yeah.
Philly, Philly's
gonna be so dope. Yeah. Can't wait.
I think I get in I'm there like Wednesday to Monday, I think.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do, a lot of people to see.
Me and Fuego land on like Wednesday afternoon, I think, and then leave Monday evening.
Wow.
Jeez. Yeah, man, gotta get yourself some good Philly eating. Philly's a good food town.
Oh yeah, because I've only got a couple shows so far, so the first couple of days there, I'm gonna be a tourist.
I tell you what.
For now.
there's this place called the Reading Terminal Market. Like that, like it's just like a bunch of like different food vendors in an indoor space. Fucking awesome. I definitely suggest that. They have every type of food you could think of, man. Like it's crazy.
Sounds like my type of place.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever I have time in Philly, like I try to hit the Reading Terminal because like there's just like I remember one time, like it's been a little while since I've been, but I remember like they had this like Cajun joint set up. I had like I tried snapper turtle soup for the first time. It was delicious.
Wow.
Like it was like, yeah, like they had all sorts of random stuff in there, like just in Philly. It's all good stuff. I suggest it. And that's for everybody else who will be attending the collective as well. Reading Terminal, also John's Roast Pork. Those are my two food suggestions for people coming to the collective. Late night Argonne Diner is pretty shitty, but that's where anybody that wrestled at the ECW arena went to after a show.
Wow. That's cool.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it's right around the way. Like, cause like if you come into Philly, boom, that first exit, when you go to the not first but second light, you come up to Argonne Ave. You make a right, you go past Tony Luke's, you make a left, you head down that for like 2 blocks. Right there on your left-hand side is the ECW arena. It's right there. Yeah. So
2,800.
2,300. 2,800.
Oh my God.
2,800 is the studios. 2,800studios.com. Get your merch.
Yep.
Damn, dude.
That was a pro.
Damn, dude. God, I fucked up and he still made fucking chicken soup out of it.
Oh yeah, dude. That's what I said. If it's verbal, I can do the job. Physical, fuck. I don't know. I got words though.
Yes, you do. Any last words, John? Did you go and say to them? Like, you guys, thank you guys so much. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Our first interviews, our first guest that we ever had on any of our shows. So thank you guys very much. It was a blast. Like I said, I got
a good time.
A billion more questions, and hopefully we'll get you guys back on here sometime soon.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get other guys to get up on here with y'all.
Oh, there'll be more coming. I have an announcement.
That was crazy.
Oh, I was just going to say for listeners, there is no show to review for our Tuesday the 2nd. It's on April. There's no shows on the weekend of the 30th and the 31st of March. Our special guest on that show will be Cole Radrick.
Let's go.
Ratty Daddy. Radford Dadford.
Yep.
Dadford.
Dadrick.
Yeah, that's my dude. I just asked him. It took 1 second. He's like, I got you, man. So so that's our announcement for this one. So next time we have a guest on, we'll be on the 2nd. Do you want me to yes, sir.
Real quick before we go, I think since Cole's a gamer, I think Sam should put some heat on him real quick. Maybe make a rivalry or something.
Oh, challenge.
Just talk.
He does. He does like to, every time we play Rocket League, he'll put us in a little private match. It's like, oh, I just got to know. Yeah, he knows. He thinks he's a dog. Thinks he's Himothy out here. Let's
go.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
Got that sound bite.
You know I had to turn it into a battle, right? I just had to.
I'm flipping it and it's getting posted.
and you know what else? The funny thing, so Cole is honestly a perfect guest to have on after Sam and I, because Sam is a gamer, but Cole's a battle rap fan too.
Okay.
So you got like, it's like the wrestler who's a gamer and a fan of battle rap. It's like basically putting me and Sam Stackhouse together.
Look at that.
The hot tag. Get the Cole Radrick to finish the job here.
It's synergy, baby.
For real.
Well, if you guys ever want to come back, just let us know. I mean, dead easy. DM me.
Doors wide open.
DM Brant. Really, I mean, when Gus come on, it's just a little bit of a kickback. I give you a question or two just to make it feel like we're official. and you know, we just go with it.
Yeah,
So
good
yeah,
stuff.
we're going to send everybody out. If you guys can stay for like a minute, I just want to say personally goodbye once we all go off the air, if that's cool.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I am, do you need to plug anything before we head out, Bran? I'm going to do the upcoming shows and we'll.
Nope, we're all good. Like I said, it's a fantastic time tonight. Thank you guys so much for your time. I know it's late and probably a couple of days notice. So thank you guys very much. As appreciate it. And fans look like they had a fun time too. So thank you guys very much.
All righty. So here we go. We're going to rock and roll. These are the 2 upcoming shows we have for this weekend for GCW. March 23rd, we have GCW's Role Model from Harpo's in Detroit, Michigan. We have GCW Tag Team Champs Violence is Forever versus the Rejects. The team of Jacob and Zilla Fatu versus Bang & Matthews. Danhausen versus Matt Cardona. A non-title match of Blake Christian versus Sawyer Wreck. Joey Janela with Missy Hyatt versus Shane Mercer. I'm not going to go into this storyline because of how much we've went deep, but we'll deep dive on that one sometime later. Dan the Dad versus Microman. The Garbage Daddies versus the Pillars. Also set to appear will be Gringo Loco and Nick Gage. So that will be our first one. Again, that is March 23rd, GCW's Role Model. Next will be March 24th, GCW's The Block is Hot 2024 from Water Street Music Hall in Rochester, New York. Excuse me. We had the Rich and Powerful versus Infinity and Beyond. Jacob and Zilla Fatu versus Gringo Loco and Oni El Bendito. We have the GCW tag title, Nick Gage and Danhausen versus Violence is Forever. Then we have Billy Starks versus Marcus. Right. I know, dude, that match is going to be so interesting. I like the Curse of Danhausen also. Next will be Billy Starks versus Marcus Mathers. Cole Radrick versus Kevin Blackwood. Looking forward to that. The Mothership versus High Seas. Also scheduled to appear. Blake Christian, Joey Janela, Nick Wayne, and Microman. So that will wrap up the show for GCW's The Block is Hot 2024. Again, that's March 24th from beautiful Rochester, New York. We did that. We did the damn thing. You ready to send them out, Brand?
Let's send them out of here. Get Emil and Sam off to wherever they need to go after this long night. Yeah. Thank you all again, everyone that stopped by and listened. Got a lot of comments, a lot of viewers and listeners tonight. So, and a lot of fun guests. Fuego del Sol, thank you for stopping by and hanging out and asking us some questions for Sam there. That we got a lot of information now. I appreciate it.
We got the dirt on Sam,
right? All right, let's send him out of here. You ready, John?
Ready? All right, Brant, we got this.
This time.
Yeah, we never fucked this up. Okay. Still
long.
Oh, nice. Long.
Live.
We got it. Live. Oh, fuck. We're not. Okay. G C W.
W.
All right. Good night, guys.
Perfect.